Testing there, testing. Hello everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of actually Genshin Pack Part 1314. I've become to your host, Nightmare0XRanma's. How are you guys doing, by the one? Welcome to stream, grab snacks, grab for food, grab for beverage, grab for beverage, and also grab goods. Grab pillow, also grab link, and also print a trial and shake the ass to see in bed, and also watch me play some Genshin Pack. Hope you guys are actually doing good. Also print staying healthy, staying hardy, staying well, also staying for Baka's guys out there. Yeah, I saw Amy actually was a print chase stream, was a print chase her Genshin Pack, trying to get it, was it get some good, was it pretty much was it? Artifacts. Hopefully you did, by the way, Amy. And Rio and also Punch Net was actually just goofing Punch Net online. Oh my word, hold on, my headset actually wasn't Punch Net loud. Yeesh. Come and join me as I was actually fucking grinding. And forgive me, actually was it for Punch Net, you're not even like letting you know what's going down. Your boy's been busy. Had to Punch get some things out the way. And also Punch Net talked to my parents about some stuff. And get some things up and ready. Huh. What else has been happening as well? There's gonna be new, I think was a new trailer for Zenzo Zero, I think, from what I saw. Oh gosh. Excuse me. In the French, I think there was actually gonna be a new character. So far I've actually seen was a lot of French.
You're dripping wet. That must be uncomfortable. Let's take a break. I'll use my fire to dry you off.
Imagine Prince was being spoofy and everything there. Yeah, I think I was also Prince watching people was a Prince actually like talking about what was it? Pretty much actually this new character that also changes coming up for Warriors and their games coming up. Violet Court. Sometimes the ancient past as the mountain rose higher than the skies on the earth as was larger as the heaven's dome. But one day the mirror should shatter so the oceans actually rose and these legends actually did. And these legends just causes the core was the primary sakura to become sunder actually from the other islands. Domain Mastery, Princess Arena Mastery Violet, Princess 1 through 4, more experience point, entrance science, I almost forgot about that. Got Princess category, was it? Get these edge for, was it for Mizuki as well, because Mizuki needs these. And she also needs the new Nailing characters too, by the way. Other than that, pretty much also, not much has been happening besides actually I'm just enjoying the weather. What about y'all? Y'all enjoying Princess was in March? What's going down, by the way? Earth and Water, Wind, Fire, Crime before I desire. Did y'all try a new event yet? If y'all didn't, penetration was a let me know. Shit, I heard some stuff actually here and there. Jeez. I'll get some more ones that my ass materials coming up. Excuse me. Gotta remember, Rama, that we got Pinch also got a. What was it? Throw away some artifacts as well, so we could get something good coming up. Conflict. Of course, that doesn't Pinch going to good. I was also watching was a Punch actually Arnold Schwarzenegger actually was a Punch the movie The Running Man. No, I will not. Forgive me about that one. Because in the beginning, what was it? There was a Punch Arnold Schwarzenegger was a Punch actually was a characters actually was framed actually was a Punch actually like wiping out Punch actually this innocent Prince civilians. And I think was it potentially these folks actually were brainwashed. At least I wasn't believe that Arnold Schwarzenegger actually is the bad person that he is, but apparently he's not. So yeah. And then if I'm also pretty correct as well, there was also what was it? What was that movie that they were playing? Shit, that pretty much like some. I was watching some old kung fu movies. Like Jackie Chan was Snake and Crane. Snake and was Eagle's Shadow. There was also Punch. I think was a Fist of Fury, his own version. I think was a Yip Man as well, with Donnie Yen in it. Golly, don't miss out on this one as a critic cuisine. One doggo milk, please. One doggo milk coming right up. Doggo milk. 2-star food. What was it? Restores was a Punch 26% of action max HP to selected character. Also regenerates 5% HP every 5 seconds for 30 seconds. A sticky dog actually was a snack made by adding sticky dog with the milk. It's actually sweet and has a dense was a mouthfeel. All the cousins actually try to actually love it. Still, it's actually a dog that's been added in. Drink too much actually might was lose your appetite, so it shops. I was also watching was a some anime actually where the main characters actually was a not Punch actually was a Punch actually a pussy about was not wanting it. And the Punch was a Punch actually like the mom knew what's going on, but the dad was actually a bit slow, the main character, and I was actually laughing about it. So I was actually laughing my ass off there. It's like, oh, mama knows. Because mama actually sees the wizard on their daughter fidgeting. I was also seeing some interesting videos actually like, what was it? I think was a Japanese actually was a French actually content creator, and she said something very interesting where she said brought it up like interesting was it I think saying that was Japan's no longer safe. Is that true? I don't know, because there's been some hectic stuff going down. Wrio and I actually were talking about this I think a few days ago, I think off stream, and pretty much was it some of the content actually they're doing right now is actually like changing stuff that French actually they're allowed to bring in actually their freaking was it French actually like was an anime and also huge perk there. I'm like, oh man, that's not gonna be good. Real French, I hope the French actually was allowed that French crap to be brought up, because that's just gonna destroy what's happening today. Other than that, from what I'm French if I remember correctly, Giant Somali French was a guy arrested. He's found guilty. He's not coming back anytime soon. Shit. I bet that was actually something that he actually fucking deserved. All those stupid French fucking people, French actually arresting those folks out there that didn't do anything at all. Oh man, when he actually deserved, Prince actually wasn't that beatdown Prince coming up. He actually wasn't. It was actually Prince actually a good thing too. So there is a god that actually that Prince that was that knows as much as us. Thank goodness.
Light it up. Fallen leaves adorn my night. Wind struck.
Hold that pose. Hard hitting it.
Light of the blazing sun. Try and stop.
That one's the keeper. I'll give it that right now. Jeez. I think Wrio also Prince as you know we're talking about Doofenshmirtz. And the Prince was if people don't know about this, Doofenshmirtz actually was a Prince actually went through a bunch of Prince crap in Phoenix and Ferb. That dude Prince was a dude that actually has evil art, but he actually Prince didn't do so, man. I don't know how the fuck he actually does it. He's actually Prince was a guy who was a strong actually than Joker of all people.
Say cheese!
Bad dreams be gone!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Yeah, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Doofenshmirtz, like Doofenshmirtz actually had like had a Prince actually bad childhood growing up. He also Prince actually was considered to be different. But it's also crazy that Prince actually like his parents actually weren't even there when he was birth, which is like that's just wild. Even the mom would actually just left him in the hospital. Eventually he became actually like 1. He was still Prince being looked down as, which is actually just fucking terrible. Even for it was a villain. I don't think I should deserve it, but Prince actually was pretty Prince actually was a heck of a character. He has all the right reasons to become a fucking damn villain, y'all. I don't care what people be saying here, but man, Doofenshmirtz Prince actually was it. Is actually have some fucking Prince crazy ass results was it before he actually was a Prince even breaks. That's just my opinion there. Oh, and also, There's also projection, like a huge projection was it freaking was it complaining about was about Genshin Impact, also some anime and stuff actually was having like fucking fan service. I'm looking at this like what the fuck are these people even talking about? Like anime has fucking fan service like the very first day they were fucking made. I mean look at projection like was it Inuyasha, like some old ass anime, like even like fucking OG was it Dragon Ball. They had fan service with Goku actually, even though actually had like was it fucking projection like their fucking power up season. And then for romance anime, which was it for males and females, they projection had like the fine was a projection was a freaking female fall with the main character, or projection was you had like a freaking hot was a projection side character, whether they're male or females. They projection was it they projection into like was it the main character's actually bubble, and they projection trying to say was it cause some spoof here and there. Fan service does not always have to be sexual or one, and the words are real. Fan service could also be it could be something like was it projection like a moment where you projection like was it
fallen leaves
have good fight scene. Because if y'all want to know was it why I like it was it like anime as well. I like a good fight scene, man. Because I like a moment that projection that actually was it that connects actually the story together, and also projection is like a huge plot twist and stuff like that. The fan service could also projection be like moments where something interesting happens to the main characters, and projection it all changes, you know, like a turning point. Or projection something happened to a character that everyone actually hates. Eventually, you find out what's going on. Like Itachi from Naruto. That projection like Itachi was like a fucking projection was like a bad ninja, but he was actually was projection a fucking spy. The projection was a projection that was it.
One with wind and
the Katsu actually misled. And I was actually looking at it like, bruh. I thought that Itachi was actually shit for that first, but when what was it? The fucking was the projection that creators actually in Naruto actually was like, oh, we're gonna make sure the projection that was Itachi actually is like, Itachi was a good person, but projection's not gonna tell anyone just yet. And he actually was a fool. Was the projection Orochimaru, was it Madara, and all those fucking projection top was it projection one and ninjas, and pretty much he also projection like was it like held his own too. In Naruto and everything. I mean, we want to also know the projection when fucking fan service actually was when fucking Vegeta's actually was a projection was that fucking savage actually full head was actually was like saying that I'm a Super Saiyan. This was in the fucking bridge was a projection part. Remember everyone? Where Dragon Ball Z projection was that bridge where was it where Vegeta was like I'm gonna become the Super Saiyan. Frieza was like Super what? And Vegeta's like and was fucking was a violent Vegeta's backside. Pause right there. Because before anyone actually was a projection bitch about was a projection like Genshin Impact as being a fucking fan service. Yes, there's here there was some fan service here, there was things in here, but it's most likely girls because projection majority of actually the people that play Genshin Impact are males. I don't see the females actually pulling up saying that they want projection to see projection like was it a character like was it Jean-Lee projection being buff ass, also projection was it like fucking was it like Raiju projection was it projection showing his was it scar muscles, and also projection then was it going nuts for that. Like where these fucking females actually at, instead of actually complaining, why don't they fucking say something? Because if y'all want to know something about anime, they also have like fucking was it things for that girls can enjoy as well. I don't fucking understand these people, man. Oh, they got fan service and stuff. And the VAs actually was pretty complaining about this. I'm like, shut the fuck up. That's like the most basic projection things that are out there because sex sells. Gosh. That's one of the oldest professional thing ever. And you have all these was it and title stupid people who complain about like the smallest things here. It's like, what the fuck are these people even was it talking about? Don't they have like was it projection like was it some sexy was it projection was it males and females actually in movies as well? And projection was it people still complain about some shit? But whenever projection when the male projection was it talking about something projection they like these fucking was it projection child was it feminist or projection was it butthurt people actually complain about like something of a fucking was it drawing characters. Like, are you serious? That's why it's like some sort of was it Prince fantasy or projection power fantasy or projection like was it projection harem that was it people actually want to live in. It's so stupid. Oh my gosh, man. What else did they fucking was it expect? Them just actually was it projection was it just make was it projection like was it some characters actually get your opinion to be was it be stupid and also projection retarded with no service? Get out of here. Oh my gosh. Even this game actually was made by Wizard of Horrors and was by a Chinese company. They purchased have some heterosexual purchase relationships here and there.
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Spirit Blade, attack!
They still operate that way too. But they also have some offensive for females too very much.
I swear by my sword.
Take it easy. Quietly now.
Submit for judgment. Forth, my blade. Wind strike. Clouds
Ridiculous.
high. The birds come.
Ridiculous.
Busted.
Spirit Blade, attack! Swift and merciful.
Here comes the catch. Quietly now. Take it easy. Gotcha,
Submit for judgment. One with...
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now.
Barbados, guide us. Winter shall eventually come.
And no Melted Princess knows so the princess she was it. You won't have to worry about that, sweetheart. But yeah, everyone, fan service, that's gonna be always the thing for Princess in a variety of video games. Just because Princess is something that people could just like make a fancy of. If y'all want to know and also watch something interesting, go watch actually was a Princess YouTuber called Mr. I think Itch or something. And he talks about was a Princess why Final Fantasy 7 actually was Mars. It's basically Princess he explains actually was a Princess when Final Fantasy actually was made, and also Princess was an audience tracks. And obviously one Princess Final Fantasy Princess 7 tracks actually was a Princess male down the Prince was a Princess players. Especially when the Prince they're fucking playing as Cloud Strike was actually a freaking powerful was a Prince ex-soldier. And that's what his name is. I told you actually was a Princess like freaking James joins up with Barrett and Tiff on them. And you get to Princess know more about the characters that Princess in the party, also what happened to them. And also Princess builds up to Princess Hall. The journey of Princess was Sephiroth, or was it Prince being Cloud, also Princess and company going to Princess was a try to at least restore that fucking was a planet. And also you get to know about was a Princess was Sephiroth's Mola's also origins too. Phantom is actually just a thing there, but Princess just was it. It's also could be was a moment where Princess things drastic change, not just for the character, but for everyone actually really that involves with the character. It's like Prince like an event,
Into
basically.
The wind.
Well met.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Shouldn't get careless.
A touch of frost.
Busted.
Fuck out of here. But yeah, everyone, Princess was all those people that Princess be bitching complaining about was a film about fan service. They could just Princess was just shut that issue up over there. What, they don't have fan service in their fucking life right there? Trying to say was a Prince pretending like they don't want a fan service? Get out of here. People have desires also pay wants, man. It's a fucking video game for fuck's sake as well. Like what else did they actually was a want? Again, I talked this about before, but Princess was a fan service actually just one of the things that they're gonna add was a game like Genshin to Princess was a to make money. That's common sense.
Things are about to get
This is actually ain't gonna was a fan to make any money like that. Princess is not gonna be able to even was at the games at all.
Submit for judgment.
Be gone.
Come on, dude.
Take it easy.
People were trying to was complaining with the dumbest things and Princess was having fucking was a Princess freaking tantrum where actually the small such things that they don't fucking understand. Nope, don't attack that Chungyun. And also, fan service actually has been a genre of Princess and anime, also variety things and was a bunch of things that you can watch. Now watch it all over here.
The birds come.
And people have different kinds of fan service.
Quietly now. Busted.
I'm just saying, right now. So before someone actually was a princess, I think this was Spencer's actually was sexual. His princess was a watch Dragon Balls. He also was a show and jump manga, also anime where princess with their fight scenes where princess like the characters fucking losing, you know, like Goku fucking turned Super Saiyan for the first time. Or Princess Naruto was a princess using his a fox chakra. Or Princess was a princess mission that was the enemies actually know who they're dealing with. Or about like or that's also known as a crash out scene as well. And by crashing out, that also means the princess like the character themselves they fucking start losing themselves. The princess was a prince get overwhelmed actually with the power. The princess was a prince go gets a bad guy or something. I mean, there's also princess scenes with the other characters like fucking was a Vegeta. Remember, Dragon Ball was a princess was a freaking Battle of the Gods where Princess when Beerus actually stopped the shit out of actually was a Bulma and also Princess she lost it. That's a fan service for people that for the Vegeta lovers. Dragon Ball Z is actually a perfect was a Princess anime, a fan service actually without Princess without Princess a lot of sexual things in it. Even though there are some, it's like it's not always actually just like Princess was had to be anything nasty, but it's gonna be it could be something that's actually was a difficult. Also, Princess was in a situation where they're about to die. Like remember when Princess when fucking was a freaking Nappa, also Princess Vegeta fucking pulled up on the fucking Earth the first time, and the Princess was a princess like we're gonna nuke this place after we get your Dragon Balls, and then Princess gonna laugh at your asses. I'm an elite princess, you motherfucking saying. And your princess was not gonna be able to beat me. And the Prince Goku was like, yeah, well, we'll see about that. And Goku Prince proved there was a Vegeta that was a forehead. That was a princess. Yeah, we're not winning. We may not be equal, but princess with hard work and all princess was a princess devotion and stuff. With anything is possible there. I mean, how many times actually was a princess that fucking Goku bust out fucking Kaioken and Dragon Ball Z before it was a princess she fucking was it fucking when he fought Frieza. He like this and also including the fucking movies. He busted out a lot of Kaiokens. Let's just be honest, y'all. Goku was before he actually was turned Super Saiyan. He was going Kaioken. Even he did this in fucking Super as well, y'all. That's not fan service right there. Kamehame!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Bro, that's when actually the basic projection was a move fan service. And y'all cannot say that that's actually wrong right there. What about when Goku fucking gets the fucking was it Genki Dama or the fucking Spirit Bomb? It's like, alright. And Goku's fucking worn also tired out and everything. He's actually raising his hands like he's raising the fucking world's roof right there. Like, lend me your energy! That's not fan service? He did that to fucking Majin Buu. Shit, he also did in the fucking movies against a variety of actually enemies. Fucking Princess was a Princess Android, Princess 13. Look at my trucker hat. Well, but Princess was the world's strongest. Against was a princess that doctor was a princess that put his brain in that machine there. Shit. That's not fan service right there. He almost in and also Prince Goku did the spear bomb like was on Vegeta's with his bitch ass also Prince Frieza. Let's not forget about that. And Dragon Ball Z before he became Super Saiyan. That's not fan service, y'all. Oh my goodness, Goku's gonna be in with the freaking Wizard Prince with the fucking spirit bomb. Go Goku! Krillin Prince Eddie Chan was a forest boy right there while they were fucking about to get fucking was it faded? That's not fan service? Oh my goodness. People be tripping of actually saying that fan service actually was always sexual. Nah. Those fucking was the Prince actually was the losers. Have not even Prince even watched actually was a Prince a lot of anime at all. Get the fudge out of here, Prince infiltrators. Oh, today's drink also one is I had Prince actually was a green tea actually with lemon which I actually made. So yeah. I also Prince got like was it some s'more snacks right here too. Woot woot.
Gotcha. Ha! Ha! Go as one.
People need to know what kind of actually that there are different kinds of fan service out there. and genres as well.
There's no end to this.
Yes, there is. It's me beating your asses.
Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Good fight. What's that Goku be fucking be saying? This is gonna be Gucci, y'all.
Another test subject. I got careless. Picked the wrong test subject.
You let your guard down, homie.
As one with wind and cloud. From whence you came.
Busted. Gotcha.
The fairy.
There's also Princess was it like? Let me actually was Princess put this down too, real quick. There's fan service actually when it comes to music. What? And with some of these actually these people that's around my age, when like was their fucking mid-20s to Princess 30s, the fan service actually was a Princess of some singers, Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC. Fucking was it K-pop was a Princess actually was it actors and singers? That's not fan service. Bruno Mars, y'all. Don't you want me to... Baby, don't you leave me now. That's not fan service? Shit.
Spirit blade. Attack. One with nature.
Hello, your thickness. Hold on, I want to see if Rio's actually online so we could talk as well. Because I need to put I left what's going down. Yo, Rio, you're actually here. Please check out the stream. Was it aim for helping the burger, deer, darknet tie? Along with was a phantom switch was a phantom also switch console Make sure poke Naruto. Man, Rick also posted live stream and get your fans engaged with play. Like us on the channel there to check out Bash for the 349, Carson George and Dash P, Dash games that Ming Ming. No! Oh my goodness, the fucking damn what's the hiccups here? Ah, thank you, T. Thank you, Green Tea, for saving me. Don't you want me? Baby, don't you need me like I need you now? That's not fucking was it fan service right there? Shit. These people are fucking hypocrites. Fan service my ass.
Things are about to
These
get
people don't know the
dicey.
damn definition of it.
Time to go. The wind knows me. Fallen leaves adorn my night. One with nature.
Wind, hear me.
Foolishness, man. Foolishness. Here we go. But so much was complaining was fan service gets a new generation of people and people actually playing Glover for something. This isn't real. Rio. I was watching was a hero he was a Princess YouTube and where Prince was it there was actually complaints about fan service and I was actually just laughing my ass off because Princess was a this also goes to so much of the voice actors by the way my dude and get this my guy these motherfuckers actually were talking was a Princess like they didn't like Princess was against you because they was the fan service. I'm like motherfucker how do you even say that's a fan service right there like there's moments actually that were like that Genshin Impact had that were not sexual fan service, but they were actually fan service where they showed like the characters actually were doing something instead of actually just fucking catching flies in their fucking mouth, dude. It's so
A
stupid.
touch of frost.
And it's also pretty ridiculous as well, man. I'm telling you this right now, dude. Like these people actually just like watch the most basic, and also generic, dumbest things that then make was a benchmark actually shit, but then they came and pretty was back their fucking crap up, my guy. And also, it's also like you said, man. These fucking new generations actually have so much fucking infiltrators. It's fucked up, my guy. It's not even funny no more. It's like, why are they even fucking attacking anime with Princess when some of these people that Princess that fucking do some VAs need a fucking job for it, you know? It's so stupid. And I'm looking at this like, if you didn't want a Princess to do the damn fucking job, you could just actually just hand it to someone else. And then I was explaining to the Princess that these fucking games actually are gonna have fan service in it because it's a fucking game. Golly, here, also, Princess, I was explaining Princess what people should watch. Actually, was it this video called "Why Final Fantasy VII Was There Manners"? Was it? Because Princess, he talks about like Final Fantasy. It's from the YouTuber called Mr. Itchy Wrath. and he has like a fucking, was it 3 hours or 15 minutes? No, 16 minutes of this, and pretty much he was talking about like, oh, pretty much was it it's because people it attracts was the audience, you know. And can you talk right now too, by the way, Rio? Cause we gotta get into this, man. We gotta get into this right now, cause from which people don't understand pretty much the difference between what's not just fan service, but also pretty much what's wrong, and what's actually pretty much business, you know. People are stupid as hell, y'all. If fans actually gets to actually very tame, actually with
Into
that,
the wind.
both saying that
As one with wind and cloud.
but also each other. Exactly.
Truth bomb.
How my bruh, like, just like, that's actually someone's actually was a purchase with purpose. They want a purchase was want that shit to happen, but yeah. You need me to join this, Rick? Yeah, we gotta talk about this. We gotta Pinch was to post this up, man. Like, I'll tell you this right now, like pretty much people need to fucking was a out of hand. I'm gonna have to change was a projection, was it? Fucking was it print the damn title. Collab with Wrio. I put this right here. Pin message. Motherfucking Prince people came and fucking tell the damn difference between fucking fan service and saying the Prince fan service actually always gonna be fucking sexual. I'm just looking at them like Dwayne Johnson, like who the fuck actually Prince was it got these bastards Prince was it fucking crap, man. So fucking stupid. My bad, my dude.
No, that's right. No, that's right. I went on Glover real quick, because I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a very old Nintendo 64 game. And,
nope, sorry, my dude.
Nah, yeah, don't worry, it's niche. But basically, it's about a glove collecting, going to different worlds and collecting these important crystal ball things that got like basically scattered all over the place, and it basically just caused the world to lose its balance. So you just collect them and you bring it back to the wizard that also got himself messed up, because how it all started was he was just putting potions inside of his I forgot what they call it. It's almost like what you use in the Atelier, that huge pot. He was messing with that, and he accidentally stoned himself, turned himself into stone, and it just caused massive, just dumb stuff. But it's a relatively fine game. It's old, so I'm not really expecting it to be like crazy thing. The only thing I have against right now is that the sound effects are different in Nintendo 64, but I could still tolerate with it.
Dude, it's so funny too, because some of the sound effects actually like are just rinse and repeat, dude. And that's the hilarious thing, because back then, like, there was actually a lot of things that Nintendo can't do besides actually try this and made up their own fucking sound effects that are corny and cheesy. And then that's what makes them, that's the thing about the old games, that's their charm, you know. It's like it shows that the game's a progression, and also actually was it was just a game where you just playing and have fun, but you didn't actually do anything hard. It was just basically like the building blocks actually for some games actually were. How they basically were made was beginning before we got actually all these advanced technology, also printed drawings and stuff. But yeah, it like basically it's a fine game. Like it's like again, I don't think no people who play Genshin will be the players because of like how cheesy it seems, and for number two, it's like the physics in this game. I'm not saying like I think for a Nintendo 64 game, it's impressive because again you have to like you're playing as a glove and you have to control this ball or whatever, and what happens is you could turn it into like a bouncy ball. You could turn it into a bowling ball, so it could be heavy. So if you're going in water or something, you sink with the ball. Because if you turn it into like a bouncy ball, or I would call it a basketball, it floats up. Like it floats on water. But if you have to go underneath the water, you just change the ball to either a bowling ball or metal, or the little metal ball. Don't change it to crystal unless you're just trying to get more points. But if you bounce the crystal ball, that shit is done, and you lose life for that. So that's why there's a lot of things like you can die as the glove, or the ball can die or could pop, whatever. You can you lose a life basically. It's a basic game, and I think for a Nintendo 64 game, it's again for the physics in it it's relatively fine. Like it's not like no crazy thing that goes on, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. You were talking about the whole thing, like the fan service thing. I think, yeah, the fan service thing is happening. Like,
Take it easy.
honestly, I don't know who's complaining about it aside from people online as usual.
It was some of the
It
it was just some of these stupid people, but also it was I think it was actually due to print some actually the not just the fans but also print actually a few of the voice actors or some crap, which is pretty much actually hypocritical in my opinion, because it's like if you didn't want to print actually want to print was a fucking play that would be a part of actually this fucking game or team, that you could just actually just hand the fucking job to someone else, you know, because so other people actually do want to print to be voice actors. They also want to print actually make money, but also print actually was build their careers there, you know. So actually was looking at this, and also I think he was it Red was talking about this. Also Hero he was talking about this too, and they actually were like saying that pretty that people were like, you know how fucking was it diverse and stupid people are. They were pretty just like was doing their best of being was a bunch emotionally was a bunch unstable bunch complainers. And I'm just looking at this and also hearing this and also reading this actually when Rose was Prince pulling all these receipts up, and Prince actually like I was looking at this and like, what the fuck you guys want to play the fucking game then, you know? And then it's so stupid. It's like some of these games are actually not gonna be perfect, but a game has to actually have a purpose in the story with characters, and also protection was some sort of protection was a purpose in the game. And if there is no purpose was a fucking purpose in the fucking game at all, then why even make it in the fucking first place? You know, it's so stupid. And I understand the people was a protection are pissed off about Genshin and also their content, but it's like we always tell people this, like if you're not happy with what you're playing, then tell us the fucking devs, you know. Tell them like, hey, we want some more rewards here. We want projection some more things over here. If they're not fucking listening, the projection just was it trying to reach out for them also the people that has connection with them too. And honestly, projection whoever's gonna get in trouble for them because they're not doing their fucking job right there as well. It's ridiculous how projection like was all these people projection how the nerd printer was a waste of time, so energy to print complain on was a printer on the fucking website, but they don't even print was go to the fucking source and print let people know like, hey, we want to make this game print was a print fun and great, but print we also don't want to print was it we would like your opinion as well, you know. There's gonna be arguments coming back as well. Also, print people gotta have like was some sort of projection was a projection like was middle ground, but no one wants to projection want to do the hard work or projection like even negotiate with projection talk about these things, you know.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Like, I mean, I know that people go after other people just for like a fan service alone. It's like me. It's like, for example, like, you know, I like fan service, but it's like because Genshin or /Weverse is not listening. It's like to me, I'm starting to become very immune to their version of fan service. Like, the whole, like, for example, like Verisa. Like, I'm like if let's say. You know how I feel with like Natlan and how the current state Natlan is not what it should have been. You know, with the characters not like, not like appearing how they should have been. Because I always say like Eon-san to me, she's like the true Natlan like looking character. She was the one who pretty much came out like that. But I've always said like because I think the original devs left. A lot of people left during the time when Inazuma, mid Inazuma or so. And the thing is that like let's say. There's some characters that looked all crazy looking similar to like how Eon-san is, right? And let's say Verisa was released like this, and the Nation of War was Nation of War, where it was like mad destructive to some extent. You know, we saw actual people dying, not just NPCs, but like some characters, even unique looking NPCs, or trying to dodge a gotcha characters. Like let's say like unique looking NPCs actually were killed and stuff, and it was actually relatively violent or whatever. And these characters were crazy. So let's say Kanich looking all raggedy as fuck, but he's still a cool ass character. Or Milani, she could still dress kind of similar, but like let's say her shark actually was like way more dangerous to what it is, And we get to the point where Verisa is released, right? And we saw how violent these motherfuckers are, and we went, oh, she looks innocent. Oh, Verisa looks innocent, but she might be like, she might be like a beast. Like, what if you get her angry? She might turn into a whole nother monster.
Exactly.
I wouldn't mind that. It's like Verisa. It's like to me with her character design, I'm cool with it, but it's like it took you this long since, like, honestly, like, because when I'm looking at fan service in Genshin, it's like I'm looking at like. Okay, you
boobs,
got
tits, and also the waist and everything right there.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, I look at all that, but it's like it took them. To me, it took them a long time to make a character that looks similar to this. But I'm not really all that crazy over it right now. because again, it's like Holyverse is, you know, they're not giving out rewards at all. You know, they're not listening to their people, and you know that kind of stuff. It's like you can give fan service, but it's like at this point, I'm starting to be immune to it because you're not listening to any of us, and it gets annoying.
And sometimes it's something that we even do not even want. That's another thing too, from what I actually was a Prince scene as well. Like sometimes with a horse actually will Prince just like just give a random event that people don't want, but or some premium gyms that people really need, but they gotta work for it, and they sometimes don't have time or something. Kind of like me, like I gotta work and Rio gotta work, and most of us actually adults that we gotta work also get things done, but we also try to put up time to print was a Prince edge content for all of us to actually watch and enjoy. And the problem about that too is that Prince some event don't even come back, or even bosses, where Prince actually doesn't even allow was to Prince even was a Prince retain or grab at all. It's like, why would they even Prince even let it be a fucking event where Prince actually moment right there, where Prince they fucking use like again like I said before and I'm saying again, but they used the fucking was a Prince was a stupid was a teapot that was to get the fucking butterfly, but it's like why don't they actually was a Prince was a give it like was it some sort of Prince actually was it some of the weapon banners, you know? Like if you could Prince was to put a fucking butterfly limited event Prince actually in like a fucking teapot, like why not Prince actually let chubby Prince actually get like that event weapon also Prince could sell it to you with the coins or something, and at least that Prince they could have some purpose where Prince when people would use also play the teapot even more and get points and goodies from it at least.
Well, I'm not trying here to defend Holyverse in this bullshit.
Yeah, me
Basically,
neither.
The thing is that I believe they're doing this shit is, well, for example, for FOMO reasons, and number two, because they don't want people to basically get the Festering Desire for their Furinas or some dumb shit like that. Because Festering Desire is one of those good weapons that has gotten a rerun. They're trying to avoid people from getting weapons like that. That's
I think it's still stupid because here's the other thing too is that because Prince actually like free to play is actually the one that suffered the most because they actually work their asses off, dude. And it's like we said this from before and we say it again, but free to players actually have to wake up every damn day. They had to print was to make sure that it was a Genshin Impact actually like a fucking damn job for them, and they're getting like the bare minimum, which is even more actually hectic. And those people that print that like don't even spend a dime and don't even have alternate accounts where they actually spend on that one either. And it's like, how is this even fucking fair for them when us Dolphins was in Wales actually like are ahead by a little bit, but Wales actually are ahead like was it so much that like they don't even play the game, like was it for months or days just to just like show off that they could just get the stuff right there by spending money, but people can't. It's like it's almost like taunting right there. Also, Prince wasn't making people spend their money on the game. I'm spending Prince was at some things here and there just to get the characters and also be a content creator and also do my damn job. But also Prince actually have like some fucking control over my money in my life where I'm not gonna go like fucking butt ass crazy about a certain character or hyper live about some certain Prince themes right there. Cause I fucking despise that where people say that they only say the goodness but they don't mention the bad things as well. And it's actually just really goes against actually the critique was a push moments where it's like now they're just fucking brown nosing them these content creators just brown nosing themselves to whoever's because whoever's actually getting either early access or projection was a so-called fucking was a control mechanic luck to projection get like was the things that they want right there, and I think that's actually very bad to put to a point with projection where they're actually just lying to like their customers there too.
I know. It's bad.
And again, like I love Genshin Impact, but again, everyone, it's Holyverse's fault that they're not even was making this game actually was a much more fun or Prince playable. Like this, people say, well, why don't you stop Prince playing it? Well, that's because I put myself in a fucking faulty position where I promised that I'll fucking finish this game, and Prince now I gotta fucking do it. And besides, like, what other games actually there is to play besides actually that could be continuous actually was to be played, and also Prince actually enjoy, and also Prince again an idea or Prince actually was it have multiplayer function. Xenozone Zero doesn't have that. Not even Prince was a Prince Star Wheel or Prince Honkai Impact, but just Genshin. And then people seem to forget about this, but Genshin is the one that Prince put Holyverse and also MiHoYo on the Prince the fucking was the Prince in the world there. And and when I said this before, we'll say it again. Like Holyverse should really focus their attention more on Genshin more because Genshin Prince is about to end like their game, and Prince like I want them to end this game in a good banger Because when people was gonna talk about this, there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna critique about this game. And from what I'm seeing, also projection wasn't hearing. Not a lot of people are happy about it, and projection like Warriors should really take that into account. Because playing a game is actually more than just playing, also just enjoying, but also you gotta know the mechanics, you gotta know the story, you gotta have good characters, you gotta have projection moments where your characters also projection was a team, and also projection not just work together, but they interact with one another too. And it's at this point where it's just like we haven't even had was a dialogue where the characters and teams actually even know each other, but they all know the Traveler. You know, that's the crazy thing that I'm still laughing about. It's like, oh wow, so your project was like all the characters actually know the Traveler, but they don't know each other until was it 2 or 3 project was it chapters later, was it that don't matter after anymore, you know? Remember projection was it back when before was the projection there was I think Chungyun, Xingqiu, also Noel, also Mika, but they all know the Traveler. And then there was also projection was we all know the Archons actually know each other because they're fucking old. And then projection was it Zhao and them actually was mean some of the new projection characters was it from Mondstadt and also whatnot, and talk to each other as well. It's dude, why didn't even travel to the other region just to at least have was it hear what they gotta do also whatnot. And like you said about Wizard Principles of certain characters and teams, that why don't they actually Wizard Princess even was let each other know about what's going on in their region so they can help each other, or Princess like you said during certain fucking catastrophe and also bullshit event freaking was Fontaine was getting flooded why when the world the other world was getting flooded, you know?
Or you were talking about all the stuff okay, the whole thing with knowing Traveler and how popular they are. And you also talk about the part with fucking without I mentioned that whole thing with that what happened to Fontaine stuff. Basically you're building a world. It's almost they have this crazy world building shit going on. But then it's whenever something crazy is happening to one part of the world that we all know that's going to affect the other parts of the world, it's almost like they don't
doesn't exist.
And I remember that bullshit with the whole thing with Fontaine. Listen, if that whole place, supposedly it's going through that whole flood thing, then how come the other nations never got, I guess apparently they were going to get affected or something. It's going to affect every part of the world. But how come nobody, especially the Archons, ever showed up during that part? Because the thing is that's a whole world calamity. I mean, they always talk about how Kamiya, the whole thing with the whole Kamiya and or whatever the heck happened 5 years ago was basically affecting the entire world. And therefore, that was almost like a crazy war that was going on, right? So, if that was the case, they should have avoided that. So, they should have avoided that whole thing with Fontaine as a whole. And it's Hoyoverse is just forgetting about that kind of stuff. You can't. I mentioned, I referenced the whole thing where let's say if something crazy is going to happen to one of the nations in Neptunia. If something crazy is going to happen, it's going to affect the other nations, the CPUs are going to show up. I don't really think they're going to sit by, they got this, we're good, we can sit back. No, I think Neptune's going to pull up on freaking Moe if something bad's going to happen. I don't really know.
This was also in the anime as well, where Prince actually when I think Noir was attacked, and was it Neptuna came to save her, and Prince she was like, "Hey guys, I say it was in Noir and everything. This is canon in the anime for Neptunia." And then Prince also this game is was a Genshin Impact is a paradox. It's almost like Majora's Mask was over and over again, and I think that, and then with that as well, there's some progression, but progression there's always gonna be some sort of progression was it the same day, where you just think it was the Groundhog Day, And that's what worries me.
Yeah, I remember that bullshit part that happened in that one where I guess the Power Archon eventually punched that dark thing that was in the sky or the dark portal or whatever, and now all of a sudden we saw the black stuff or basically the fake sky or whatever, and I'm like, wow, that took you all the way till fucking from 1.1 that was 4 years ago to actually show a reference on that. And number two, how come nobody else in the other regions never saw or mentioned it? See, that's one of the biggest things that just bothers me. It's bro, there's some big shit that's happening, but then it's the other motherfuckers are not reacting. You could off screen, because I know the game is about the traveler, right? But you could have something to where the other nations, you could cut off and show that somebody saw it from a distance. You know, John Lee could have seen it. Venti could have seen it like, oh shoot, something's happened all the way in Atlan, or you know, something like that. You have a whole world full of mad characters. Somebody should be able to see that. And it gets me so angry about that. It's like, bro, like enough. Like, even in One Piece, you know, what made the arc Egghead Island so fucking crazy was that we saw things outside of Luffy's perspective. Like, Kid trying to deal with Shanks, and he got absolutely destroyed. Shanks absolutely just, like, annihilated that guy. But it was what it was. It was away from Luffy. Law, he was defending himself against Blackbeard. He did pretty good until Blackbeard decided to use his dark power on some bullshit. He waited till Law got close enough to him, and he did what he did. And eventually, Law almost got killed, but he got, you know, him and Beppo, whatever, they escaped while Blackbeard was still trying to chase after him. It's just like something and also the biggest part was when
I think go ahead, keep going.
The thing is, like, the biggest thing was when Luffy's grandfather went into Blackbeard's freaking main island, saved a whole bunch of Marines that were there, probably some other hostages too, and fought Kuzan, who was the previous admiral, who was the ice guy. He fought him, and that was one of the craziest fights we've ever seen in the fucking manga. So we were like, oh shit, this is actually real. Garp is really strong. Oh shit. And then some crazy shit happened. You know, it was like a lot of stuff that was going down. Eventually everyone escaped except for Garp. But it was like, it was some crazy shit. And Luffy don't even know what happened. But I thought it was fascinating because it's like, yeah, stuff is happening outside of Luffy's perspective. How come this is not happening in Genshin? Why?
I think also, Prince, like, to be honest, this should have been like it's what you said, like, someone actually should have like some sort of common sense and just like say, hey, what's going on over there, you know, or I hate this, but Prince, I'm gonna admit this right now, but
yeah,
I bet you right now, was gonna use like some sort of Prince, like some sort of bullshit plot device where they're gonna Prince actually like have someone in the future, maybe like was it Prince Connery or Prince like was who's ever behind the bullshit or an abyss or some shit, and then we said, oh, Prince was it like the reason Prince that happened is because Prince actually was it we wanted Prince was one of Prince was a some sort of power, like someone. I bet you right now they're gonna use some sort of bullshit where they're gonna have like a character or enemy say some crap like that just to Prince just like from the fucking void after it was a fucking few years, my dude. It's gonna be not just ridiculous but also Prince fucking stupid because they always pull this crap, dude. Huevers and Day is actually Huevers, everyone.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off a lot. And then it was not explained until like was it like extremely late. It's like, what is even Huevers even doing besides actually having like other projects like Huevers? Focus on Genshin. I know people don't want to play Genshin, but it's like it's still your best game that Prince brought and was that brought was Prince actually wasn't banking money.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't be understanding like how you can't just let the game just be, you know, you just can't let it flourish. The game is just not as great as what it is. Hold on, this fucking elephant. I can't freaking go to another checkpoint because the elephant took the ball. Fuck. Sorry.
You good?
No, that's why I gotta freaking let it get hit by this freaking bumblebee. The thing is about that freaking bumblebee is that thing freaking it shoots a stinger at you and it just blows shit up. And I'm trying. I hope it doesn't hit the ball because the ball is metal, but it could still get blown up. Oh my god!
You good?
Hit the elephant. Hit the elephant. Oh my god! No, that's alright. But it's just a lot going on because I just never really understood the whole thing with the world building in Genshin. It's just like, just fucking fix the game. Like, come on. Oh wait, I could
until like fucking later. What's going on?
No, never mind. I think I could use this green potion to fucking turn this thing into a frog. I only went over here so I could fucking show off the flying in Glover. But the elephant got in the way, and the bee's trying to push away the elephant. And if I get close enough to the bee, that thing is going to shoot at me. Okay, hold on. God.
Oh man, it's all
Both.
for such a foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like looking at also from just these voice actors. Some of these voice actors are part of the union, and pretty much I think was that like what's interesting about this too about going back to voice actors and stuff. If they don't want to pretty much be part of the union, they could just say no. Someone was make their own studio, you know, or pretty much have someone actually that's a professional was a voice actor, and pretty much was a resembles them, and also pretty much was a pretty much do their job. Also pretty much was a paid was the people that comes in to pretty much actually do that and also Prince help other people, you know, like Joe that voices was a Prince was a rights day. I don't know if he's actually part of the union, but I think also people should have these discussions and like if people don't want to have a union, Prince was a base was a Prince place to like was it like working like was a Prince actually like as a voice actor then they could was it make try to was it Prince come up with something else or make their own like was it their own fucking their own business.
Yeah.
But I guess the French right now, like whoever says doesn't want to say sign anything either. I'm like, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, why would they even fucking sign anything with French? This is their fucking game because I think was the French it is gonna be a lose to French to whoever's because especially was it from the English diversity that French actually that freaking was that has like all these fucking bullshit was in general also French politics is like you don't need that French in a fucking video game because again like we talked about it from before but video games don't need fucking was it French politics or crap it's
really
its own fucking was it fucking own world like the games that we had from before and the video games that like French don't like was it relate to like our French world they borrow some concepts but they don't actually use all of them.
Yeah.
They French actually like was have to have like their own laws also their perks with French actually it made sense like compared to ours. But people sometimes take things a little bit too fucking seriously. It's stupid.
Oh yeah. Like that's the thing. Video games. Here's the thing. Video games. It's gonna have its own way. Oh shit! I changed the background on my. Okay. Video games is gonna have its own ways of its own politics, but not real life. It has its own kind of thing. Like Full Metal Alchemist has its own kind of politics, or whatever the case is. My Hero Academia has its own kind of thing where some people who don't have quirks, they can't get accepted into certain parts of society, for example, because of the qualifications or whatever. Some people might discriminate against other people. It's just like that's just how it is. But when it comes to people trying to put real life politics in it, that shit gets annoying. Like for example, I don't know if you've seen this before, Versa. Like I don't like I told you, but I don't mind Verissa's character design. I don't care if she's fan to it or not, right? You got these people on Twitter trying to make it to where she's not diverse enough. So basically, they want her to be fat. They want her to have her wrinkles on her stomach, and make her have all these weird this
tattoo and bullshit right there, like nasty crap and all that.
Yeah, they're trying to make her ugly and stuff. And you know how these people are. They always want them to look ugly because they don't want men to to be appealed to that kind of stuff. They want men to appeal to stuff that is just basically disgusting and ugly because I guess that's how they are. I don't know. I guess that's how they are in real life. So, just dumb shit like that. And of course, clearly, Holyverse is not going to do that. Thank the Lord, they're not going to do that. I mean, that's why like these gacha games or anime games are not going to try to appeal to that. I mean, unless they're a bunch of idiots. But I would just only pray that they don't do that. No, just stick to what you're always doing.
Sex sells everyone because that's like one of the oldest actually things that human nature that's actually was make things certain things successful. Not all the time, but French was one of the things that French actually that happened. And also, French was a help was that French actually made a future as well. And people seem to forget about that as well. And then it's actually so fucking ridiculous. And I was talking about also French actually like how like what was it? How French actually like people actually was preferred was a French play was a French actually was it not just beautiful characters but pretty much characters that French had that could be like some sort of power fantasy as well. Like found like that Final Fantasy was a French why it matters because people want to French was it they follow and also French look up to powerful French people also things, but they also French throughout the stories like Final Fantasy VII they gotta learn was a French with Clown also Sephiroth as an example, Because Sephiroth, he's an old veteran Princess soldier in that game. He's tired, and if you look at his artwork, he's tired. He's actually was a princess like mature hair. His hair is very long, sleeky. And he wears actually was a more advanced. Actually was a Prince of Combat, was a Prince of Gears. It has also Prince a freaking long was a samurai sword, which actually, if people don't know about this, the samurai sword is actually the katana is actually is a symbol for leader and leadership. Also pretty much also someone that actually has very intelligence and pretty much actually was a run ops. While Cloud, when you look at Cloud's actual artwork in the original Final Fantasy VII was in his profile, he looks more confident and also pretty much smiles. Also pretty much he carries his Buster sword, but he's also pretty much what was it? He's actually pretty much friendly. Sec was it? Do his best to pretty much was it like as a person was it become as powerful. Also pretty much as great as Sephiroth. That's why he looks up to him. But after Sephiroth changed, he's actually on this mission to pretty much chase after him and also pretty much stop him from destroying the world. And pretty much Sephiroth also pretty much manipulating Cloud to do that as well. And throughout the journey, pretty much actually was a Cloud actually learns a lot of things from his friends that pretty much that stop him from at least like doing some stupid crap like killing one of those black robes. Actually was a pretty much actually folks out there, or pretty much trying to harm his friends and everything too. And pretty much Cloud projection overcomes these things, but eventually he also projection starts to actually lose himself because he doesn't know who he is anymore after pretty much he was lost and gone over like 5 years. And pretty much like Tiff and also Aerith in the party actually was start talking about worried about that something's wrong with Cloud because Cloud actually was a projection when he's around with them. He actually it seems not just lost, but he's actually also it looks like he's actually someone else or something, and pretty much he scares them like. Cloud literally pretty much scares Tiff also pretty much Aerith because when Cloud fights, he actually he fights to kill because he's also a soldier, and sometimes pretty much actually like Cloud actually still has that mindset where he actually he's conscious, but at the same time he's slowly losing himself because the Sephiroth gene is actually inside him because he was experimenting throughout the 5 years and pretty much he's been given pretty much Genova also was the Sephiroth genes to pretty much actually was be as powerful as Sephiroth, also be able to was a rival. That's why in the movie was Advent Children, Kadaj was at the larva of actually a Sephiroth. Cause was a Princess Cloud brother because they was a shared Sephiroth gene. Also Princess they're trying to say Prince was it like resurrect Prince Sephiroth. Also Princess changed the world, and also Prince rule over Princess was Midgard. Eventually Prince was a Cloud ain't having that, but Prince also Cloud was in fact Advent Children went through depression, and he is depressed after he lost Aerith, and Prince that affected him. Also Prince whatever he was doing, because as the series goes on, like Cloud Prince in the first Final Fantasy VII, he's a calm cool guy, but eventually he actually was a Prince comes to Sephiroth because he starts to question actually why was it if his memories were his but they were Zack's, and pretty much all the things he did were they real. Also Prince at the time with his friends and everything, he starts to Prince lose himself. He starts to hurt people, and eventually it was actually thanks to Aerith. Also Prince's friends brought him back because without them, the Prince Cloud actually would have been no different than those was the enemies in the Black Robes. Also Prince actually destroyed the world with Sephiroth because that one soldier in Rebirth that fought against Cloud in the first remake on a motorcycle. He Prince actually was surprised that Princess was a Cloud was a soldier, and Prince actually put a Prince a good fight, but eventually he actually was a fall against Cloud again, and he actually wanted Prince to become even stronger, so he actually gave up to Prince. He gave himself to a way to fucking Hojo, who's like the father of Sephiroth. Also Prince, he's a mad scientist, and that's putting it lightly, and he agreed to be experimented on to Prince actually to be even more Prince powerful. Also Prince actually to see who if Cloud, he and also Prince Cloud could rival each other, and eventually Cloud still was a Prince remain victorious because Prince actually was that Cloud had something that he didn't have, and that was actually his friends there. And when that soldier Prince actually was a Prince actually lost, he turned to like one of those black robes himself, and Prince of Black Robes actually was a Prince actually was a converting him into being them as well, which is crazy and scary. And Cloud actually started to realize that if he actually would have lost there, he would have been one of them.
Submit for judgment. Windstrider.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there are some horror aspects in Final Fantasy, but Prince like people like y'all got Prince gotta watch also Prince read it because I'm telling you this right now, Rio. Like when you project was it fight like was it project like was it like one of the bosses actually in the sewers I think was it in one of the freaking was it projection like Midgard or projection like I think Sector 6 or something. You fight was it projection like a abomination was it projection dog like was it projection was a tail snake monster that looks like Red 13 and it's horrifying, dude. It's like bro, like that thing actually has kids. It's like pretty much someone or something's been dumping was a females in there to pretty much actually get freaking bred to death and pretty much actually was a pretty get killed and stuff. It's ridiculous. Like how the hell is actually this fucking big monster even have like was it fucking kids? It's like, well, it's females, you know, because the fucking was a pretty much like fat was a pretty much actually fucker. I think was his name was Don or something. Don Corleo. He actually was a projection like he uses intimidation to projection was it like was a prince get the women that he wants, and then he leaves like the rest of the women was a prince leftovers to prince of the other guys are prince like freaking essay and everything, and then eventually prince was like if he actually has enough of them, he actually just toss them to like his freaking was it his pit right there was it for his dog, and then just to prince just like feast and just end right there. It's horrifying, dude. Gosh, and then they also talk about human experimentation in there too, which gets out to like was it Sephiroth? I think when Cloud remembers actually telling the story in the beginning of Rebirth, that was a Sephiroth actually was a cool guy, but eventually when it was a Sephiroth actually and also him actually went down was the Nibelheim project was a bunch found the mystery, like he lost himself because Sephiroth actually started to realize like was I made the same way as these monsters and everything, and Hojo actually did this just to fucking was to see what his expression was. And Hojo's actually part of it was to blame because Hojo projection manipulated both Sephiroth, Cloud, and also projection was exact to go there and take out the monsters and crap that projection they left for them just to projection not just experiments on, but also projection suffer as well and test them. They were just being used, manipulated by Hojo himself.
No.
There's a bunch of crazy shit that's actually in Final Fantasy, but projection like it actually talks about a lot of crazy stuff there. My bad.
No, you good. I was weekend watching something real quick, but it's all good. It's a lot. It's a lot with these stories. But basically, like, all that stuff, like it has its own. Like I'm not gonna sit there and say like, you know, like Final Fantasy has politics. It has its ideals and it has its moral things that goes on, whatever. And that's just how it is. But people try to project like real life shit onto the games too much. You know what I mean? It's just like it makes no fucking sense. Like some people will try to be like, for example, especially like these freaking idiots. I forgot which part of Final Fantasy was people were showcasing. Like I don't know if you can remember. It was like a scene that was showing like Tifa and everyone else like at a beach or whatever and.
Oh, that's Rebirth. That's Rebirth. That's
Rebirth, whatever. And the thing is that people, will get mad at the idea that like Tifa is showing off our body, and these fucking idiots. It's like, dude, just it's a freaking fantasy game. Let female characters be female characters. It ain't that fucking bad, all right?
And there's also projection hilarious about this too. But pretty much when you do go to the beach, like you gotta wear some stuff like that too, cause ain't no way the projection like someone's gonna go into a fucking was a fucking beach with just a fucking sweatshirt and pants. The hell, like a beach is where you're supposed to chill, also have fun, and also was a projection have a little bit of R&R with your friends and family. It's just a place for fun.
Yeah, but these people just get fucking. You could tell that these people just have never went out in their lives. If that's the case, they get mad at that kind of stuff. It's just like just leave the games and let these stories, be for what it is. I mean, some people don't understand, like just enjoy the freaking service that you get. Like, because me and my best friend was playing freaking Black Ops earlier. We were talking about certain things about like old games, and this whole thing with new generation people. We're like, yeah. Like my best friend, he said, Quan, I'm actually. It's crazy how we didn't realize that we were in the last era of good gaming until it's gone. We figured it out and everything. It's just like it's crazy. Like it's just like now we're in a situation where you got people normies trying to play. How I mentioned before, how video games where video games were for basically for nerds and for people who basically were left out, you know, who pushed away, right? And now we got the normies trying to come in and fuck everything up now. It's just like, come on, man.
Fucking infiltrators, dude. That's what I call them, because pretty much they just don't pretty much understand that pretty much like what was it like. Video games actually they're just video games. They're just there for fun, but they're not meant to be taken pretty much to a point where it's actually fucking serious, you know?
Yeah.
It's also pretty much just like the video games was never about pretty much like fucking was trying to, let's say, take over genres. It's also it's crazy to say this too, but video games also projection is a fucking business. I mean, look at fucking Nintendo also projection on what the games they're making and projection they're trying to do. Sure, principal wasn't. Well, I mean, not principal wasn't want to principal outside, but people also want to have fun. And principal they can't have fun with people. They're gonna have fun. Was a fun or principal have like a little R&R with a different projection reason or perk there. And it's not their fault. It's actually projection was people just gotta understand that. Everyone projection was a projection like enjoys different things, and that's fine as well. People are so fucking was a projection quick to was a projection pulled that fucking was a victim bullshit. And also trying to say was it a trap or projection was a projection to snare people just to projection be a part of actually their fucking little group over there when they don't know what's even happening, you know? And then it's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's just these people are just like ridiculous. Because I'm not even trying to say like video games is not meant for everyone. I believe that in as a premise of it is, but it's just like certain video games is for certain people, not like you know, for example, Final Fantasy is not going to be for an entire crowd. Like it's its own thing. And if you don't like Final Fantasy, you know what's amazing about video games, what's amazing about anime, is that there's a whole bunch of it, so you can look for that, you know. But what these people are trying to do is, because the thing that they want is not popular, basically they want their niche or whatever, or I guess let's say if there's like a gay anime game, but it's not really popular, they want that gay anime game to be as popular as Final Fantasy.
And they push it so fucking hard that it's not working, dude. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I don't know if I told you this before, but it was like, I don't know.
Anime lover.
It was Rev that fucking had this clip where he said Hydra niches basically, and I mentioned this before, where this girl was basically saying something about that she don't like it when you know, there's a harem anime where there's a guy getting all the girls, whatever, and essentially she hates Sword Art Online because it's a harem and how the main character Kirito gets all the girls. Which, you know, me and you, we don't like Kirito, but it's like, you know, the idea of it is that she don't like harem anime. And I mean, with the guy getting a bunch of girls, she said that she wishes for anime to have a girl that gets all the girls. And which, yeah, that shit does exist, buddy. And then after, like, you know, I mentioned the vexation of the Vampire Princess. That could be considered a reverse harem. I like the fan service is pretty fucking good. But, you know, she got mad at the idea that people countered her point on that, like, yeah, that does exist, buddy. And then she's like, well, I want it to be as popular as the mainstream. It's like, nah, bro. It's like, the main demographic are a bunch of dudes. They like females. They like good-looking things. You can't sit there and try to change it. You can't do that, because if you push all of those guys away, they're gonna go somewhere else. It's just like with Genshin, where they always wanted to be, people wanted to make it to where everything is just gay and lesbian and all this kind of crazy stuff. And, what's going to end up happening is, when you push that shit so fucking hard and you want to push away the idea that if you pull a female because she looks good and you push them away because they look good, you should go away. You know, if you guys push those people away, you know, there's a game called Azure Familiar about to be released at some point, and that might take away those dudes.
True.
Just it might. There's not all of them. There's a positive chance that if it's just like what has been shown, it's Azure Lane devs, and if it's a all female cast of females playable, there's a chance that it's gonna push a good amount of dudes to play Genshin. It's a good chance. Just me being real here, but you know, it's like it just depends. You know, genres are different, and that's just how it goes. But people wanted to push this stuff so hard. It's like, all right, well, you keep doing it. We will happily leave.
And pretty much also, like, they won't see him ever again. Hey, Anime Lover. This Will Organization Lore is too good, say Anime Lover. I haven't played it, but I'm trying. It's actually pretty
I'm
decent.
so sorry.
You good, you good.
Someone else talking? Shit.
You good.
Shit. I'm not even on the stream.
You
Hold
good.
On. You go back.
Well, yeah, like, they're just gonna just make the business just fall down. I'm telling you that right now. I think right now, Princess, like, was it people, Princess was a guy, was it have common sense, also Princess know that it's okay if actually the game does not have everything, but Princess if it actually was a Princess not just plays well, but also Princess had like some logical actually stuff here and there, and also Princess some things that actually that are enjoyable, and the Princess it's okay. And also Princess was not just fair, but also Princess was it to Princess was it. The devs also Princess actually was a Princess care about was a Princess they're their players. That'd be nice as well, but if they don't do that, then it's a wrap.
Exactly. Shoot. It's just like with Tower Fantasy. Tower Fantasy has mostly females. It's like there's a little few dudes, but it's like mostly female, and you know they do appeal to who they want to appeal to. I mean, I think I told you like the whole thing with the interview with Tower Fantasy devs reading out the whole thing with people talking about how Tower Fantasy is dead, and they actually read the shit out loud. Like that shit was crazy. Yeah. I was like, bro, these guys are nuts, and they read it out loud on purpose. Oh my god, they actually do hear it.
Hey man, it's good they did that too, because they called those clowns out too. Like, oh yeah, it's not. It's just
like,
they're just worried. They still got jobs to do. Everyone like. You can like people need to understand this too, but Princess, like when you become like a game dev as well, like you gotta take your time to at least make sure that you just actually was take your time, and also Princess are not wasted as well. You actually was a Princess, you was to make your company also Princess was a Princess workplace, actually was a continue to Princess was a Princess be there, because if you don't, it's gone there. You gotta Princess gotta try. Also Princess was assigned with more agreements and perks there, you know. And it's not that easy either. It's very hard to run a business if you got was a Princess kind of like not just discussion, but you also got like was a Princess was communicate. You gotta do a lot of things to Princess maintain actually was a certain roles because it's a job there.
Sure.
But we have these fucking these entitled stupid people that just won't fucking hear or have it, and it's just like, well, that's actually your problem there. But Princess, we're just trying to say trying to say educate y'all, but Princess y'all don't want to listen. It's like we can't do anything else there. Shit.
Yeah, no. It's like we complain mostly because we care about the game and you know people pay for it, but then we got the other people who complain. Cool, they complain, but they not paying shit. Number two, it's like they don't understand why we complain. We're not complaining because we hate the game, bro. So it's like they think that, especially when it comes to Genshin, like we complain because we want this game to be better. But if they won't make it better,
there's nothing we could do, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing we could do, but it's like they better hope they better hope another competitor don't come by and take their money, because there's a chance that competitor might be like, let's do what those Genshin people wanted, but just make it better. And that's just what it is. That's what's happening with Wuthering Waves. Like I'm not like I know Wuthering Waves is a least popular game. That's because the fan base for Genshin is bigger, and number two, COVID happened, and you know things just going on from there. But you know, when time goes by, when there's multiple games that just appeal to what the people wanted from Genshin, you know, and I'm sorry, but Genshin, yeah, it's gonna be around, but it's already stagnating, but it's gonna stagnate really hard. I mean, Arknight's Enfield, I mean, that might pull in the people who like those kind of tower. I don't know if it's gonna be a tower defense game right now, but it may be, and you know, people might like that. Azure Familia is going to be that game that mad, you know, the old female lovers, they're going to go crazy. And freaking as for Anada and NTE, oh Jesus Christ, City the GTA anime games, it's over. Like, what are we talking about?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know.
And I think also right now, like, we need Prince was a real production and know what they're talking about video games, also how to make them. And also trying to say was to help people right now too. Like, a lot was a project, like, not just the OGs, but franchise. Like, I think there should be like some new people with the franchise that was at Dash that used to do these jobs that should try and help these folks as well. But I think they're not gonna do it because franchise again, like I think it's just a franchise these freaking entitled support franchise people think they can get what they want, but it doesn't work like that either.
I know.
And then I think like people need to understand this as well. Is that sometimes penetration, the reason people don't always want to give things to people is because penetration, like, people ruin shit. that's one of the big things that Prince I learned as a person from growing up, and pretty much it's like that saying goes like this: why we can't have any nice things because people fuck it up, or Prince was it they not just abuse it, or they just turn to something else to completely that doesn't even make any sense, or it does not even actually reflect towards the original creators or anything, you know? Like look at Dragon Ball, Princess Super was a Daima right there, or Daima. That didn't even wasn't even well. Princess fucking flopped, but there's some moments that had some moments that were good. Not saying that all of it actually is Gucci, but Princess actually flopped because Princess was it didn't make any sense at all. Goku turned, and also was his crew turned back to kids. Eventually, Princess like freaking having the Princess was like freaking Princess like was a fine way to Princess fight these new enemies, but pretty much Goku's like Goku didn't even grow up at all or even change. I think that's actually another back the thing that just rubbed me the wrong way, because Goku from Super Princess was fucking an idiot. Princess like was it freaking was it like GT Goku, like GT Goku just was more mature. And GT Goku actually knew what was going on because he actually was not just was relying on his Super Saiyan transformation, but GT Goku Princess was a rely Princess on his friends, and Princess helped him was to get through certain fights and battles to a point where Princess like he's not he's not stupid, and also Princess he actually works with what he can to Princess was a Princess achieve his victory, and he also Princess gives like some advice to Pan because one, Goku's a fucking grandfather, and people forget about that. And GT and also Prince Super, but in GT Goku Prince is a lot much mature, and Prince he also like what was it freaking like helps Trunks also Prince was a Pan Prince was it not doing anything stupid, and he actually was make sure that Prince they're safe and sound as a guardian as well, you know, because he's the adult there. And Goku Prince also like what was the Prince knows that if he's gonna fail, he's gonna get back on go up also try to say was a Prince like freaking make sure the Prince he doesn't fall back down again. Because Goku Prince is not the one type of person to fucking back out or back off. Actually, not just to fight, but also Prince when his family and friends are in danger. But in Super, Goku Prince was during the tournament power also Prince like Daima, like Goku Prince when Goku crew actually was a Prince on just fucking stupid. There also Prince was pretty much was it arrogant. Also Prince was it like lazy, you know. Like that's the difference right there from what I noticed. I know they're enjoying Princess their time and everything, even though they know and befriend Beerus, but I think Princess like they rely too much heavily on Goku and so Vegeta. Princess doing fucking not just cleanup, also like taking care of the crap right there. And also Momo Prince was being fucking arrogant, also old, but Super Princess like is, I think in my opinion, and people might criticize me about this, but I'm just gonna be saying 100% of my was it from what I've seen, also Princess heard also know about. Super Prince seems pretty lazy, where they rely heavily on Goku and also Princess to pick up a lot majority of the stacks, despite him actually being a dumbass. You know?
Yeah, it's like a main character thing. It's like one of the big things, like for example, like about like Bleach, is that it's not it's not heavily reliant on Ichigo, even though like yes, Ichigo got into major fights. You know, for example, that was your Blood War. I mean, there's been situations where certain characters had to fight certain people. Like, you got Urahara, the guy with the hat, where, you know, he was, like, Ichigo was dealing with this guy named Askin, but he got basically low diffed hard as fuck. But then when Urahara came in the picture with Yoruichi, the sexy freaking dark-skinned cat girl or whatever, freaking, you know, they were dealing with Askin or whatever, and then eventually, she kind of like, I think freaking Yoruichi did some damage to him, but then he used some other ability to kind of trap them inside of his own barrier. And eventually, at some point, you know, Urahara, he had to use his Bankai for the first time, and none of the Quincy knew about that shit. They're like, what the? I don't know about this Bond. There's no records shown from yours, because like basically what the Quincy's did was they basically took kind of read upon everyone's Bankais, or at least information on it, but there are only like two characters I can remember who weren't really who didn't really know about was Urahara's and Shunsui's. So you know, characters like them, like they didn't know what the fuck they had to do. And you know, again, Ichigo, he might have gotten to dealt with a few of the Quincy's, but he didn't like he wasn't like this crazy guy. Like he was important for the fight, yes, but overall, we didn't have Ichigo going there and fighting every single Quincy. He didn't fight Valkyrie. He didn't fight like Gerard Valkyrie. Like he didn't go in there beating his ass. He didn't go in there beating everyone else. Like, no. There was a bunch of the captains. You know, some of these Quincy had to deal with the other captains and stuff. It's like, no, that's just not gonna happen. It's like in Bleach. It's not always about Ichigo beating everyone's asses. You know, he might get to a major fight, but it's like, you know, it's like, yes, they needed him, but they weren't like, he wasn't like Goku, for example. It's hard to explain. It's just like,
he's important, but Prince's not the only one, you know.
Yeah, it's like not like that. It's like, that's just ridiculous. It's the problem. My problem about like Dragon Ball, especially, is that, like you said, they always got to rely on Ichigo.
Goku.
Goku. I'm getting mixed up with Ichigo and Goku now.
Yeah, dude,
the thing is that like you have to rely on the main character with everything. It's like I'm starting to feel like that sometimes, somewhat, with like One Piece to some extent, but it just depends on what's going to happen in the series. Because at this point, Luffy, because of Gear 5, he's power crept a lot of things, and he's really strong. Like Zoro and Sanji are kind of relatively fine. The rest of the crew is kind of like, you know, they have more.
They're
danger.
there, you know.
Yeah, they have more danger than what's going on with Luffy. Until there's like a way to negate his abilities, I guess, or his Gear 5 or something. It's like whatever. But I don't know what's gonna happen from there. Like, let's say when Luffy fights Blackbeard, I don't know what's gonna fucking happen where Blackbeard decides to use this fucking Yami Yami no Mi, the one that negates that basically takes away your fruit. So I mean, Dark already said like, well, if Luffy used Gear 5, I mean, we don't know if he'll actually make it to where the Yami Yami no Mi does nothing. Like I was thinking, so I was like, oh god, that could fucking happen. If that happens, Blackbeard was done for.
It could be also French. Could be like, was it one of those actually those like first where was it like it gets negated or something? French actually like was it transforms back? You know, like French, it's a force back as well. It could be that too. That's another thing, because French like sometimes was it with the developers, also creators actually was it they make a new power, was it with whether it's for the analysts or for the villains or the new characters, they actually try this out, was it French make sense to a point where it's not too overpowered. I mean, the Goku, like going back to Dragon Ball, like the Kaioken makes a perfect example, was it for this, because Goku cannot always use the Kaioken, because if he keeps on using it, it's gonna strain his bio, he's gonna damage it, because it's almost like Rock Lee's was it French actually like was it 8 gates where projected Rock Lee uses too much, and his body's there's a chance that his body won't be able to even like recover, because Prince actually like I think was it there's that one scene where Prince actually where Rock Lee would use it too much, and then eventually Prince actually like Tsunade or Prince actually when the Sonny actually was a Prince nurse says that Prince like he has like a 50% chance to survive, but Prince was I think was it Naruto also Prince the rest of his friends actually was given a chance to at least like have 51% chance to Prince make it back, and he did.
Yeah. My only issue is that like the whole thing with Goku straining his body is that like what if people found Dragon Balls and recovered his body? That's one of the biggest fucking things that I really hate about fucking Dragon Ball sometimes. It's like, okay, like the Dragon Balls to get everything back. It's like, come on, man, like, damn. Like there's no, it takes away like the sense of danger. It's like, it makes me think about like Genshin sometimes, you know, where characters are supposed to be dead, but then they don't die, and you know, the same things happen with Star Wars, where it's like it seems like someone's gonna die, but they don't die. So it's like, that's why I've been so careful whenever I write my novels. I'm like, okay, well, there's gonna have to be some kind of consequence when you use a certain thing. I'm not about to have it to where fucking characters are just, you know, magically get away with stuff. It's like, I mentioned it, and I know I've this on stream, but you know that one novel that I'm going to make to a one shot, like at the end of the day, the main character might have gotten away to some extent with reincarnating, but not because he reincarnated, he's not what he is now. He's not the fucking same guy where he was like this massively powerful dude. No, now he's a normal guy. He don't remember anyone from his previous time at all. And even if those people, like, there's only like 2 characters that has hit, you know, especially the one chick that really liked him, but it was like she was soon to the older motherfucker. Like, she now realizes, like, damn, like, he don't have no memories of us. None. So now we have to make new memories or whatever. It's fucking, it's hard. It's hard for the characters to really want to it's hard to explain. It's like they're they're gone. It's like, oh, okay, well,
they have a new life, but pretty much everyone else actually was just stuck with theirs. I got
yeah.
you.
It's not even that. It's like, the person that she once knew. He's still the nice person that she knew. He's not like that crazy frisky guy he used to be.
Yeah.
Now, like, okay, well, he's a lot more. He's a lot more. Not strict, but he's shyer. Oh shoot, like he don't trust us. Shit. Oh no, like that kind of nonsense. Like, I don't know. There's always gonna be like a consequence behind stuff, but it's like Dragon Ball or even One Piece. It's like they try to take that away. But I forget, like, it's a fantasy. Just let it be for what it is. Berserk has that.
True.
Definitely.
I mean, it's actually like I was still I think was it anime that has like princess like problems actually is better than princess than was it the anime that princess that does not have one. Especially like was it like going back to was it Sword Art Online, like Prince Kyoto actually was a Prince beat down was like, bro, that's just a power fantasy there. That's all fun and games, but that just actually just like was it just gets lazy, where Prince is like was it like you just don't it gets lazy extremely faster than Prince than like anime like was like Dragon Ball then, because Dragon Ball like the characters actually was a Prince like go through like the phase where they was it not just fight super tough enemies, but they actually got relaxed, they have family time, they also actually have like had their train, and not to mention they also talk to each other, also actually like have those moments where they actually they bond, instead of just being like was it Prince Kyoto was a big fight over Prince was it five females like Prince like Goku and them actually was it Prince actually discussing was it battle strategies and was it fights and guides and everything like that. Oh shit. And Projection was there. Their action was making sure that their family that make sure good to a point where Projection they don't have to worry about them. When Projection had to like use the drama when Projection went back, because again like Dragon Ball was actually much more serious. The Projection was the bullshit that they had to deal with, but at the same time they actually was a Projection that had like was a realistic Projection. Was it like points where Projection they discussed actually with their friends and their families and they work together rather than just actually let someone do their job like Goku. But Goku is one that's like the anchor that Prince plays the most of slack, because to be honest like throughout Prince like was a Dragon Ball, like Goku was like the one that Prince not just like the one that does everything, but he's actually been the one that actually came in clutch majority of the time from the looks of it. Because if people actually go back and also watch like was their freaking when Dragon Ball first came out, like against Vegeta, also mentioned Nappa. Remember that was a projection when Goku actually in the match was a projection like popped out where they was it go like Nappa in the match were like was it about a projection literally projection like was it Krillin also projection Gohan and when Goku came in at the last moment, and also gave was it Krillin also projection was it Gohan projection his last sense of being, and projection was a whooped Nappa's ass there. Same thing with Frieza, because was it he like Frieza was actually giving was it Vegeta back shots, and projection was it Goku was healing the hyper ball I think was a projection the healing pod, because the fight against was a Captain Genyu, and then you also have what was the projection like I think was it Majin Buu projection where Goku also Vegeta were doing that fucking stupid was it French like rock paper scissors moment. It was like okay then we're gonna see who's gonna projection gonna was it beautiful fight was it this fucking projection was a French clown first, and Goku was a projection lost, and Vegeta was it like Goku won, and Princess was a Vegeta. Princess was stepped in, was the Prince fight was a Kid Buu, and then Goku was like, "Hey Vegeta, you want Princess to step in now?" And then Prince Vegeta was like, "No, you're gonna have to do this first right there," because he didn't want to get killed again. And then when Vegeta stepped in, Prince Vegeta got clapped by Kid Buu, and then it was up to Goku to pick up the fucking slack again. Same thing with the Tournament of Power as well, which is hilarious.
Yeah, a lot of history repeats stuff. I mean, we always, I don't know, it's just Dragon Ball and everything. I guess you could say it's appealing to a younger demographic than what it used to be, because, we grew up with it, but nowadays it's just like, okay, well, now it's starting to get old. Fucking guy was hitting me from a distance. Okay, but, yeah, that's just what it is. Like, we can't really expect too much, I mean, I don't know, like for example, we can't always say, like, let's say like Goblin Slayer, where Goblin Slayer doesn't always beat everything right away, but I mean, you should, like, especially in the world of Goblin Slayer, you know, you got like the main hero, but she's not the main character, but she does her thing off screen. She fought the Demon King and all that kind of stuff. Goblin Slayer didn't fight the Demon King; he just fights a whole bunch of goblins. Unless if the true Demon King is a goblin, like that'd be kind of nuts. But
true. But then also to add on top with that too about Goblin Slayer projection like explains a lot of interesting, also important things where he did like there's in the first season of Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
Goblin Slayer says to projection like, oh, so projection, even though someone actually does defeat the fucking Demon King, there's gonna be goblins that you have to deal with because projection. There's always gonna be someone that's gonna gonna take over his spot, and there's also gonna be his minions that are gonna harm the people, and no one wants to do that. It's just like that one scene where these two young Prince Adventurers, they had to fight like the rats, and the Prince the dude lost his weapon, and Goblin Slayer was like, oh, you're gonna fight these rats, then you should use projection these weapons instead, because you should use at least mallets, clubs. Projection also projection wood, logs, and beat the rats right there. And that's what he did.
Yeah. Goblin Slayer never fought the freaking rats, but it's like, well, I mean, we all know, like, you know, goblins, especially when it comes to a group effort, it's a lot more dangerous. But it's like he kind of just gave him a hint, like, yeah, just watch use a club. You know, it's cheaper. You can knock them the fuck out with that thing. Like, come on, and it's cheaper to buy too. It's like, come on, like you got a sword, you lost your swords, and now you gotta get something else. And you know, swords are freaking nice until they start chipping. But you know, you got to use something else. Because you don't want to use your sword way too much. You know, you use it during especially in a really crazy dire situation. So in the meantime, hopefully, I don't know if that adventurer, if the adventurer learned his lesson, but you know, but in the meantime, use something that's more cheaper.
Oh, they did. It was short at the very end, but my bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's right. I'm talking like in the long term. You know, if he knows not to fucking use his sword constantly, he knows he got to use something else. You know, against a fodder enemy, you don't want to use your best stuff. You know, it's just like when you play video games. You don't want to use your best attacks against like a bunch of fodder dudes. No, use like kind of like your weaker magic or weaker attacks or weaker weapons. Well, actually, it depends on what kind of RPG we're talking about, but it's like you want to use like your best in slot things right away. You know, you got to use your stronger stuff against stronger enemies. That's how it is, and it's just a lesson like that. It's how it goes. But,
being conservative, and also being smart with what you have. Then, like, because Goblin Slayer actually, like their stuff actually are limited as well. And it's actually, it is like RPG, but projection, like they're at least like make sure that wasn't what they did projection.
They're doing it in their real life, basically.
Yeah. Unlike some actually they is actually that were fucking victimized by the goblins themselves, and projection were fucking wasn't projection like fucking wasn't projection ended over there. It was actually like the people didn't understand that projection, like even the smallest such thing, even on the battlefield to change actually was a projection to fight, and it's best in projection was to have someone that's not just smart but has experience. Also projection was it could at least like make sure that you get out of that fucking danger zone right there. And also like it's not always gonna be someone that's gonna be DPS. Like that's why projection, when people like I always tell people this, like in RPG and everything, it's best to have like projection either a balanced team or projection someone that's gonna be experienced also projection help you at least get out of like tough situations and training. That's why there's like adults, kids, also projection, also teachers and students.
Mm-hmm.
And then if things change, then you gotta adapt to it too. Well, my bad, Rio. Go ahead.
No, I said there's always gonna be balance. It's like fucking. This is like we're playing Imaginary Theater in Genshin. Like I hate the Imaginary Theater, but it's like one thing I don't fucking do is if I know I have a main DPS, I'm not gonna use them till like Act 9 and 10. Like I don't like. It just depends. It's like I haven't used my Ganyu, for example, in this one. I haven't used my fucking U in this. I know that they're my trump card. I gotta pull them out when it's a stupid situation. I'm not gonna pull out no bullshit. It's just, I don't know. Some people don't understand that shit. It's like you gotta be very concerned about like the things that you have. You know, again, don't use your best shit. Like, I can't stand that shit. It's like you got people out here, for example, getting to the new live stream. They pull out their best in slot fucking character on something that is just like fodder, or you use it against something matter. Like, bro, Like, then what are you going to use? What are you going to use against that? You know, the final boss over there? What the fuck are you going to do? Like, I hope the guy you use that character one time, and then you wait till last act. Because if you use it, your best stuff, and then now, Act 10, I'm not that good. I can't do it fast. Oh my god, it's like what happened with Amy, where freaking she had she was borrowing someone's C6 Arlecchino. I know, and I didn't even know that it was C. Well, I didn't notice it was C. It was C6 till the way how she was attacking. I was like, that's a C6. I said, oh, that's a C6 Arlecchino. I noticed that when she used her ult, she get like a million damage. No, that's a C6. And she was about to use Arlecchino on Act 9 because she used her on like Act 8. She was going to use her Act 9. I said, I would save that for Act 10.
Exactly.
I told her, like, yeah, save that for Act 10. Like, don't save that Arlecchino. You got to use something else. You can't use that thing. You can't use her on Act 9.
That's like your clutch, like a game changer as well, because pretty much like was like And if you pretty much just keep on Wizard Prince playing like similar characters as without having Wizard Prince while experimenting some stuff, everyone that Prince you're just gonna not gonna learn or grow, cause like certain Teen also Prince characters actually could only do so much and it was in the game. But once you Prince actually was play the characters was differently, also Prince actually like learn what people were trying to like build their characters based on. You have an idea there. And Prince what Rio says actually is right as well, because again, like Imagine Theater Prince actually is a pain in the ass, but ASAP Prince actually tests not just you as the player, but also Prince what you have and what you could do with them to Prince actually see how far you go. And it is a fun challenge. The only problem is that Prince like sometimes the challenge is just actually they just actually just not just ask more, but they also Prince actually like really push forward at least like was the characters that people were supposed to Prince get, but Prince they don't have enough resources. And again, the people that suffer the most are the F2P players, because they can't Prince get the characters at all, because Hoiverse also Prince the limited time also Prince Day, sadly.
Shoot, I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to feel like Imagineering Theater is just made specifically to where it's basically made to where it's trying to push you to pull more characters. Honestly, yeah. It's like deep down, I do feel like these guys are trying to get, especially when they have like those guest characters. If you don't have them, then you can't use them, kind of thing. I'm starting to feel like they're doing that just so you can feel like you didn't pull a character. So, for example, they have
you gotta have friends. You gotta have friends. Don't forget, you gotta have friends as well, because if you don't have friends, you can't use the characters that Prince they have. And Prince was it? You can't even was it? Use at least like was it understand how things are built, and you just got to play with freaking Prince's weak ass trial characters, which a lot of people Prince are also pissed about too, because some of the trial characters actually are just trash.
Yeah, like I mean, I never borrow anyone else's freaking units, but I do look at it as they're just trying to really trying to push people to do some dumb shit. And the whole thing, I had to freaking level up my D-Luke after fucking 4 years because they gave me that very weak D-Luke. Like, I can't forgive them. They gave me a D-Luke with freaking 42 crit rate, 96 crit damage, and the attack percentage was like
yeah, it was horrendous. It was fucking horrendous.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? And sorry for the language, I got off that Imagineering Theater, and I ended that shit, and I wrote it. I said, ain't no way in hell they did that dumb shit. They gave me this weak ass deal. Like, that is, like, I'm not like this crazy, I'm not some, no deal simple anything, but don't disrespect the man like that. Like, what in the hell kind of, like, what were you thinking? Like, if he's supposed to be a main DPS, I know I'm not expecting him to be the strength of Hu Tao, but he gotta be viable. He can't even do Act 1. I was so mad at that. And then I was thinking, I tried him, and I was like, okay, what the fuck is this? So that's when it was the one with, I think it was the Imagineering Theater with, like, it had Geo, I think it had Pyro, and I forgot what else was there. I don't know if it was Hydro, but basically, I had my Navia, because Navia was a starter character for that. So I used my Navia on Act 1 to test and see like what was going on. And Navia one-shotted the whole ass first group real easy, and then afterwards just killed the rest of them. And I was like, okay, no, this D-Luke is weak as fuck. I have to level up mine. I was so mad at that. I was not happy with that. And then it started.
Whoever was just fucking disrespecting Princess people left and right, man. I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now, man, the trial characters, like I said, like Princess here, sometimes just fucking trash. It's just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
starting to feel like I have to level up because at some point I feel like I may have to level Raiden Shogun. That's why I'm trying to get Gilded Dreams. I'm not trying to level her up for, whatever's happening because you got people now making videos about what happened to Raiden Shogun. Oh my god! Like, no, she was never a DPS to begin with, honey. Like, I don't know why people like. I've been telling people like, yeah, I still at a time when Navia was getting released for the first time, and it was with Raiden Shogun. Yoimiya was with Raiden Shogun, and Ayaka was with Navia, and people were saying like, yeah, like who should I pull for? Should I pull for Raiden Shogun for DPS, or should I pull for like this character? I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Navia is an actual DPS. Raiden Shogun, she's good for like, especially she's the best electro applicator in the game. She can help with spread aggravate. She can help with mad different teams. So, like, if you're trying to get an actual DPS, that's Navia's job. And Raiden Shogun, she's really like, even at C2, you have to do. That's just a lot of investment. I would recommend Navia. Like, but it's just like,
yeah, it's just ridiculous now.
Oh yeah, but people are trying to make it seem like now that Raiden is not that great. It's like, she's great. It's just like she was just never a DPS to begin with. Like, Corinne does better. It's just that's just a reality thing. She never was. She never like people. You could use Raiden Shogun C2 and then use Yua, and Yua does more damage. Like, that's just me being fucking frank. But people, they never read the kit. They never thought about that. All right, yeah, Mabuika does a DPS, but like, after Natlin, I don't know about that.
Oh boy.
Woo! I don't know about that.
I'm telling you on this right now, like Princess Malika's gonna be replaced, Princess Hard, or Princess is gonna be fucking be buffed. It's a fucking hit or miss now, because right now, knowing whoever they're gonna just gonna keep her at the top, and then once that shit was a Princess 9 pops out, I don't know who's gonna out DPS her. I would laugh if this fucking Ruarka, like honestly, or Master Thighs was a mom. I would definitely fucking laugh, man. Holy shit, balls of fire.
Yeah, because what's happening is, like, a lot of people got to understand is that I'm trying to make this recording because I was actually recording some stuff real quick, looking at all the archons and what they're good with, how good they're good with their jobs. Yes, Venti can't really swirl that great with his skill, but he swirls very good with his ult. He pulls the enemies from a far distance. He has some mega range, so he's really good with crowd control. Okay, but then John Lee, he's good at his job too. He shields real good. He shreds real good, and his distance ain't that bad when it comes to when you hold his skill and use his ult. But he's Dio, so you're going to expect him not to be far range. You're going to expect him to be close range. So he's doing a pretty good job with this stuff. Raiden Shogun, again, I'm not worried about her DPS. I'm looking at it from an electro application. She can help with, any form of Dendro reactions. She can help with overload if you need it. She can do all that kind of stuff. She does a significantly good job, and I believe she's a battery. I didn't know that. Apparently she is, so she's doing a good job with that. You got Nikita, she's good with all the Dendro reactions. She isn't crazy when it comes to burning compared to Emily, but she does every other Dendro reaction the best. And she can tag motherfuckers from a distance. And Raiden, also another thing to note, Raiden Shogun's skill, skill is so, the range of it is so ridiculous. Like, you can sit back across like field away and shoot people, and you can still apply them with electro. Furina, I don't like her. She got miniature. She got freaking sentry guns following you, basically. Like, that's just what it is. But then you got Mabuika here. She's powerful. She can hit hard. That's great. Okay, but let's say you want to use her support. You really can't use her support. All right, and even if you want to be like, her ult does give party members a certain amount of strength due to her spot fighting spirit. Okay, so let's say Mabuika is the only fucking person on the team that's Natman. You do realize if you want her full buff, you need it to be at 200%. And guess what? There's nobody on the team that's Natman, right? So therefore, her ult is never going to go up to 200 fast enough. within rotations. It's just not going to be possible. And her pyro application is not that great. I'm sorry for all those people who really thought, oh my god, Mabuika and Ganyu, oh my god. No, it's Xiangling. Like, what are you smoking? Like, whoa, like, I'm sorry, Mabuika's skill can orbital cannon people from 5 feet away, but notice how I mentioned all the other Archons, they all have range. Aside from Zhongli, but Zhongli, that's understandable. Everyone has range. In uptime. And Mabuika don't. That's embarrassing. It gets me so mad because it's like, damn, like I was thinking Mabuika might be, I mean, not Mabuika, like, you know, the Power Archon before Mabuika decided to show up, but I was thinking the Power Archon was going to be something else, you know? The person might pull up a Sun on some bullshit, you know? They might actually have some good power application. Maybe not to the extent where Nevlik can use it, but just like something that's of use. But, you know, again, they like to disappoint people, and that's why I've been saying, like, Mabuika, she's strong now, but what's going to happen when Sned's Night come out? Like, you know, what's going to happen when Alice comes by? I hope Alice is a pyro. I hope she's pyro. Like, what's going to happen when she pulls up on some bullshit, you know? She's been hyped up for years. She better. At this point, she better do some bullshit, man.
Oh man, oh my word. I'm pretty sure the print was that, like, people pretty much know this right now too, but pretty much like the DPS are always gonna be replaceable, but the supports are gonna be the one that people actually gotta build on pretty much keep, because with all the supports the DPS are nothing. And also pretty much freaking, like, I'm pretty sure that was Alice that would be profitable. She's actually a legendary traveler, and also pretty much was that Master of Arca is gonna be something as well, but all I know for sure is that Prince people are saying that Alice's gun was gonna be bullshit. That's all I'm gonna put. I'm seeing also Prince heard.
There's a chance. I'm hoping that she's bored. I don't like, if she's gonna be pyro, I don't want her to be. I'm not saying that she has to be a Bennett replacement, but I'm like, you know, something where she's like she actually applies pyro good, if she buffs. That's what people have been asking for. That's what people thought my boyfriend was going to be until he just said, fuck you. I'm mad at that, but
yeah.
If Alice is like that, I'm sorry. No, like, yeah, people are still going to use my boyfriend, but nobody is going to use my boyfriend with no goddamn fucking Ryan Sling, no guy. Someone was trying to use Ryan Sling with freaking Mavuika the other day. I'm looking at that shit like, bro, get Mavuika out of there. You better use Xiangling, because he was trying to basically melt with Ryan Sling, but it's like, that's just not. Her ticks are too fucking slow for him. It's too slow. Like, it's not enough. Like, no. That's just stop it. It's not helping, man. You're making it worse.
Primo J is embarrassing himself. Honestly, to be honest as well, like, when I thought when Vigo was gonna come out, I thought was the type of character to revive her. She was a Princess, the entire team as well, and also like put up like a fucking giant sun that could Princess could enhance or heal, like, was it enemies actually when they take damage as well, you know, like from like a sunburn effect or some shit. But they didn't was a Princess even add that as well. Like, I'm like, why the hell would you Princess even was make the power come Princess just like be a hyper carry? Because I know that we all know that was a Princess. She's a hyper carry, was a Princess you beat her, but still though, it's like she's an Archon. Like, majority of the Archons actually were all support. Like, their roles actually were never Princess were Princess to the point where they like they could Princess like DPS until was it now, and they should Princess remain that role too. Because I was hoping the Princess, the power Archon Princess also like was actually us actually like was it not just like was it some sort of Princess buff where they say do a certain damage, but also Princess actually like was it freaking like maybe nerf enemies as well, but Princess enhancing was it the team member too. But whoever even wants to get that, they even wants to get that either. So it's like, what the hell is even happening now?
I know. You know what's just crazy is that, you know, a lot of people farmed. How people were farming like the scroll set and the codexes mostly because people were thinking, even though I don't like the current, I didn't like the whole thing what happened, you know, this middle motherfucker. But what happened was, I was thinking, wow, this might be a Furina effect where, you know, maybe either Mabuika or someone else within that one's gonna pull up. They're gonna give like a temporary state of Night Soul, and then from there people can actually use those artifacts. But that wasn't the case at all. They really, that was probably the main reason why they made it to a hypercarry, so they wouldn't do no Furina effect. Well, you know, because the those artifacts, the golden trumps, and the specifically the hunters, where you could use Furina's skill, and then whoever is using the hunters could basically use those, you could use
You
like
had the
those.
one. You had the Merchant's Hunters and also the Golden Troop.
Yeah,
Prince was stacked with each other as well. I gotcha.
yeah, that's what people were doing. But Hoyoverse said, no, we don't want the Power Archon to give a certain amount of Night Soul because everyone been be using the Codex. Then Codex is in the scrolls. That's not fair. We'll just make her to a hypercarry. And I said, okay. So you heard expectations again. I mean, maybe the last character in that lane might provide that, but right now, I mean,
it doesn't seem that way. It really doesn't.
No. They want you to only use Natlan characters with Natlan artifacts with Natlan teams, and you know, if that's the case, I mean, I'm sorry, but like, go screw yourself. I'm not about to sit here and freaking level up old Natlan characters. Like, for example, to me, Sylvan, she's fine because she actually can work with a good ass fucking team. Like, Molly is not strictly stuck on just Mavuika and just Mavuika. Like, no, she's not. Like, when you have a character that can lower Pyro and Hydro, resistance, she's gonna work with characters even in the future. Mavuika is going to be the only I'm sorry, she's going to be the only fucking Archon where she's going to be held behind because of this fighting spirit stuff. And again, she might get out DPS on some bullshit. Like, look what people are forgetting Arlecchino, where I love Arlecchino, but at the end of the day, she got power crept hard. It's just like...
And they're just taking backseat because Warriors has just changed her kit now, too. And pretty much just can't change the kit right now. It's actually not helping anyone either, because now just makes sure that their sales go, that the concerned character goes down. People don't want to play until like someone finds a way to pretty much was making him. Pretty much was a bait people to pretty much pull for them. That's why I also despise the most, because people don't freaking quickly think about what they also pretty much is true about what people are saying, you know. And I think people should really pretty much should take into account that pretty much like, not all characters actually are bad, but it's actually how you actually not just build them. Also, pretty much like, was it play them with actually with other team, whether it's yours or pretty much with your friends. Also, trying to say we discuss these things as well, because game also pretty much the games pretty much wasn't moving on. Pretty much has always been about communication, where people actually was pretty much like trying to know what they play. Even people online, but I just don't like how was it people actually sometimes just get in the fucking was a game and also think that it's meta, and they actually they played and it was it play certain teams that was like same as other people, and it's just like it becomes boring and stale after that. Like, there's no presentation, no fun, no creativity or anything at all, and that's why I actually don't want to do that, because I try to build my character presentation the best I can, but if I can't get like a certain artifact or something, it's like, oh well, I'll try and like maybe in the future or something use actually this stupid was a type rap, which I hopefully pronunciation hope that was a pronunciation to get it like it's they save it where it gets better. It helps was a pronunciation was it freaking was help pronunciation with the damn stats and everything, but that's actually like was a pretty damn pipe dream until like we fucking see her now. But I think also pronunciation like people should like really also like notify again, like try to keep a continuous reach over to Warriors, also let them know actually was how to like fix and make their game better. But if they don't want to listen, then it's like, what the hell? I don't want to see Genshin fail and also Genshin like fall apart, but it's gonna reach that point where there's gonna be so much was a competition that eventually they're gonna have to Genshin have to like maybe make a nerd Genshin like room where they gotta discuss these things coming up just to make sure that everything goes through and whatnot and swell. But if it doesn't, the Genshin is like there's not much that Genshin we can do or they can do because they didn't listen. Same thing with the voice actors, because now their stuck pronunciation was being in the middle trying to say get the voice actors. They should print was a pick and choose actually what voice actors can do what also pronunciation like talk to them so the pronunciation they're on the same page. But that's actually almost like was not gonna happen either.
No. There's a lot, man. Multiverse.
It is.
So just wait and see who's gonna go down, because at some point they're gonna have to provide what people have been asking for, whether they like it or not. Either that, they're gonna screw themselves over. Because I'm looking at this point, man. People think like Holyverse is unstoppable, but they forgot like it's like they forgetting that they're not Disney. I'm not a fan of Disney, but they're not Disney, alright? Disney's been around for over a fucking century at this point. Like, these dudes can easily just go bankrupt out of nowhere because of either lawsuits or, I mean, it could be lawsuits, but then they could just go down from like, you know, fans just not liking them anymore, and then it could get to the point where, you know, now they actually do need their fans because they're in big trouble, and it's like, no, like, we were trying to help you out before, but you ain't want to listen. So now that you didn't want to listen, you can go fuck yourself too.
Remember when Prince like was it the fucking CEO almost got hacked, and also were attacked as well. So pretty much they almost fell into that fucking bullshit was a thing where they actually almost lost something big right there too, because Princess viewers were not happy with what they've been doing. And I think people also need to understand that Princess whoever actually needs to know that Princess without his people, and like I said, this was the quote from Fullmetal Alchemist: without Princess was a king without his people is nothing. And without Princess people playing Genshin Impact, then Prince Warriors is gonna be in big trouble. Where Princess they gotta try to find out was it for some way Princess was make not just better game, but improve, and also Princess was a complete and make Warriors actually will make Genshin Princess the game that they're supposed to Princess like turn out to be, but instead of actually just like withholding back and everything. But since they don't want to do that, then Princess there's not much we can do as gamers and whatnot. I'm getting tired. I'm sorry, Wrio.
Are you good?
Shit.
I'm just testing it real quick. Freaking Tower Fantasy. This one freaking dude's just some people have just been AFK.
It do be like that, man. People Princess just like staying there. Princess just like what was it? Freaking just let Princess terrible thing happens, and then when they come back, it's like what the hell just happened? Oh my word.
I was only seeing what was going down. All I was doing was just flying around, just getting Tesla flying, because I'm only making a few cuts and all that kind of stuff, so I can put this video together into one, just talking about just showcase from the flying the tower. And Wuthering Waves is very straightforward. I just like the flying and tower fantasy more because you just have a lot of control. Genshin's just kind of like, you know, just gets stuck. It's really scuffed when it comes to, you know, when you look at Chaska and even like especially with chickens. Oh no.
Too much makeup also Princess not enough was a Princess like reasonable Princess stuff here and there. Not to mention like his complaints actually was about like was it Princess characters that don't like sometimes look or match like was there in the region and stuff as well.
Oh no. It's like it is a lot of things. I mean, like even like, if I look at Domain 9 and Toph, like all the characters in Domain 9 matches Domain 9. Like it's just Domain 9 is like it's supposed to be kind of futuristic, but it has like a Chinese aesthetic to it or whatever, and that's just how it is. I mean, even if you want to compare, you want to look at their A3s, like Liu Hua's A3 is just like all over the fucking place, but it actually makes sense. It's just like the only thing is that you would never see a skin like her, especially at A3. You will not see a character having this much skin exposure from the legs and behind. You're just never going to see it. It's just like if anyone in Genshin saw Liu Hua, I'm quite confident like they would freak out if they seen her. They'd be like, "Oh my god, she's showing her too much legs. Her ass is showing too. Oh my god." Like they would
just fucking virgin losers, man. Oh my goodness, my bad.
Oh yeah. They would freak out.
Bruh, those people are just so fucking immature that it just makes me just fucking laugh. It's like, bro, when you become a fucking adult, like there's gonna be even more French foolishness, but some people just don't want to accept that crap. I'm just looking at them like, what the hell is actually wrong with y'all, man? Did French like people? They get smart too late, and also they remain stupid. Was a friendship for still such a long standing was a period of time that it's almost like at the point where Prince is just like, why the hell that shit were they freaking was it here without Prince any fucking guidance, you know? It's like we're like people like things in life actually you're supposed to learn. Also, Prince actually ask questions and also Prince be curious, but there's also moments that it's just like sometimes things are it is as it is like. The sky's blue. The sun comes out the next day. Freaking was it? The moon comes out. Was it once the sun's gone? You know. And that's kind of like was a Prince like our Prince was it like reality where Prince with things we live in, but Prince people are just like so fucking sensitive. It's actually just like they just can't even adapt or even live in an environment right there now. Kind of actually was a concern that they're not gonna was be able to Prince was to survive in the future that long either, or be able to adapt to something was a Prince to a point where Prince when things get serious, you know. Oh boy. People, man. I don't know what else to say. It's very concerning about what's coming on. So I don't even know if there's gonna be a next generation. You know, when I feel that as well. Like Rio and I were talking about this, but Prince is like, without Prince was it freaking kids, there's no fucking future. Eventually, Prince was it. There's gonna be was it like fucking. It's gonna be like was it America's gonna be like the next Japan where Prince was a fucking Korea where there's like just adults and also no kids. Like, what the hell? Like. Y'all gonna be happy with your fucking Gucci bags and just gonna watch it turn to fucking dust? It's like, bruh. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I know. Dude, I heard that whole thing that I sent you with the whole thing was gonna like with Japan with DEI stuff and the DEI crazy stuff that's happening. It's populating. Like, I don't think we want to have DEI stuff in Japan, especially given that their current state. You know, their lack of birth rates. The DEI stuff is going to increase. It's going to decrease.
And closing borders as well. Don't forget.
Exactly. It's getting crazier, you know. And you know, you put DEI stuff. Let's say, and I think they're pushing that shit to just put it into. You know what's going to go down with that? I mean, that goes in anime. I'm definitely because I mean I don't even watch it. I don't watch anime as much. It's like every once in a while. I think the most recent one I've been watching that's Goofy. It was that anime that I think I sent you kind of. It was okay. It was that one chick with like the big boobs. She had like the elf like ears, and her mom is like the one with the glasses. That short ass motherfucker with the glasses and shit. Like that's like the most recent anime that I was kind of watching. But I only watch it because it's Goofy, and plus the mom is adorable. So it's like damn, like she just went ahead better. She got the cute spiky hair too, but. I think there was another anime. It was based on a reception or a receptionist. Imagine the Goblin Slayer. Imagine the receptionist lady in Goblin Slayer, but she could like fight. And the thing is that she only fights mostly because she don't want to work overtime due to adventurers not being able to do their jobs right. So she goes in there and just whoops ass, and then she just dips out after that. She's just like. She doesn't do it for reputation. She just does it because she don't want to work overtime. She wants to go home. She wants to go to sleep and slack off. that's the most funniest shit I've ever seen. I was like, bro, ain't no way in hell.
Yeah, I think also what also falls down to that category of what we talk about with Japan. I think it's gonna be like Japan's gonna be like that one anime where they're forcing princesses like people to marry each other and everything. Yeah. That was suck ass, dude.
Oh wait,
holy crap! Yeah, because it's just one anime.
Oh
where,
yeah.
Where pretty much people had to become couples. Also, Prince they were like that. It had to be engaged to actually someone that they don't freaking know. And also, Prince was like I forgot what it's called.
People, hold up, but wasn't shit like that like real? Like did shit like that happen in real like in the past though? Where people because of they did it because what was that? Because the parents also protect because actually like if they didn't they bring shame to like their family and also they pretty get mocked or dishonored right there. Yeah.
And it was actually pretty serious. But I think if it goes back to like that again in the future, then I'm like, bruh.
Yeah,
that would suck.
Like that would be kind of wild though, because you got like families actually have to push each other to commoners have to do it too. Like that would be nuts. Like having commoner like us, like they freaking make it to where all right, we gotta like a random dude in build has to get married by this other girl named Gil or something just out of nowhere. It's like, oh shit, like whatever. I mean, the only thing I would say is that like let's say a commoner gets married to like a fucking rich person. Okay, well that person got lucky as fuck, but we don't know what's gonna happen then, you know. I mean, I think the only way for that to go down is like, for example, like the money would have to. People have to get paid more because you know how it is in marriage. Like, marriage, it's already annoying enough because you know it's expensive, and number two is divorce stuff. Unless if the marriage system gets fixed, and females can't get away with whatever's going on, and let's say that fucking forced marriage thing were to happen. I don't fucking know. I mean, imagine someone gets married and there's like mad. They actually got married by like mad chicks. But I mean, you could say, oh well, you know, if they feel like a wife from material, nice, cool. But like, like, just imagine, I don't know. That would be kind of crazy, though.
Yeah, that's why I fear a lot the most, because I'm pretty sure the Prince right now, like some people, I think the Japan reporter was the Prince Nobita, like what you said, that's his name. He actually said the pronunciation was that might be something that's gonna come true in the future, because parents right now, like the birth rate is so bad that pronunciation, like there's just OGs in pronunciation in Japan, like they're like people, like I'm telling you this right now, like there are just OGs over there, like majority of the population, more than like around like 50 or 60%, like it's just old people over there, and now they're worried that the kids in them actually not gonna do anything, but they're just some of the people just actually just like freaking just like they just want to have fun, but they don't want to have any responsibility. And I think there was actually talks about like princess like they like some people say the princess like is one of the, like the parents' fault, and I think it does fall down to that, but I don't think I think it comes down to princess culture where they didn't like have these discussions, you know, because I noticed that princess like was like when I was watching like was it some Japan was just like was it not just like talks and stuff, they don't like I think from was it hearing from a lawyer or something over there, and also princess like the information they said the princess was a princess like some of these kids and people, they don't even like know these things at all, like it's like what the hell, like y'all guys at princess like our township at school and stuff and job, but like y'all don't know like the concept of actually like what's the princess like what not to do, also what to do for injection was in a family, you know, like it's like there's some stuff that's in Japan's actually was a culture that I question. I'm not making fun of them, but like some of the people that were interviewed, I think was with the media and stuff, they weren't told like some folks actually like weren't told how to release like either princess was a wife material, or princess they don't know what to do, or they talk about like they're scared, you know.
Yeah, they don't have like common. Some of them don't have like some form of common courtesy. Like, you know, what's funny is that I was watching the video, based on. Do you remember that? I don't know if you've ever seen this cartoon show on Nickelodeon. Have you ever heard of a show called iCarly?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, it was talking about the stories of those two people who played those characters. And I think her name's Miranda. I forgot the one with the black hair. She you know, she was raised way different than the other one, the one with the blonde hair. You know, she was my favorite. I liked her a lot. But the thing was that like, you could kind of feel like with Miranda, she was almost like she became popular and she started to gain fame. But there were some things that she didn't know of, like, you know, if someone in the room talked to him in a nice way, she wouldn't notice that, and her mom would have to tell her, like, hey, that person said this to him, you have to say thank you. She said, oh really? Oh, I'm sorry, thank you. She didn't have any like the basic premise of, you know, when you speak to people or when someone says something nice to you, say thank you, or something around there, but she didn't have that.
Yeah.
So these people, they're not raised with that kind of courtesy, basically. They're not raised with that kind of stuff. I'm assuming that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, except it's the idea that they don't even know anything about, like, for example, like, when it comes to, like, cooking, or, again, like what you said, like, don't know how to, like, know how to actually just, you know, be like a wife or anything, you know. They probably don't know how to cook.
Their roles. They don't know their roles. That's what it is.
You know, yeah, any of that kind of stuff. They don't know that, so it's like it is kind of crazy what's happening. It's crazy.
And I think like I said, it comes down to Prince. I think was the people being scared, and that's understandable. But it's kind of like Princess like, well, we're not getting any younger. Princess was a Prince like they should be talking about some of the things in the future that's coming up, and I don't think again like they weren't not just taught, but they weren't weren't told these things at all. Like I guess the Prince like was it they I think the adults and this is from was it from what I'm seeing right here, but the adults actually just let their kids do whatever they want, and I think that's what falls to like again to the entitlement where pretty much where I believe that Princess it's like it's wrong where now 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 the Prince was a Prince like they have that entitlement they think everything's gonna go their way, but it doesn't. Life doesn't work like that. Life eventually Princess will change and evolve, and also Princess will bring things that we don't know. Like there could be a storm tomorrow for all we know. But Princess Japan, it could potentially be a storm. Princess it's much more fierce than ours because Japan's actually was a princess. She lives actually on a princess coastal was a princess. She was a region where they have was more active. Was a tsunamis and also princess was a volcanoes and earthquakes. That princess they could damage actually like their stuff there, and they gotta find a way to princess like recover those things. Because they don't, the princess are gonna starve, and it's gonna gonna make things a lot harder for well not just themselves but for everyone in that region perk there. Just saying, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, and again, everyone. Then this is something the picture that I saw was it I think Nobita talking about too, and also some actually the people that again like that were interviewed with him. I think it was a prince actually that man Yuta, another was a Japanese actually was a content creator, as well as pretty much what was it I think was a prince like interview like Asian boss with street interviews and everything, where they talked about like was it about what kind of men they want, what their ideals actually like was it, who do they want, what they think of actually of this, and also was it about body count, what they gotta have to have, what their job is and everything. But I think also pretty much was it they should what these people should also talk about is the more grounded realistic things where pretty much actually where they should work towards actually those goals instead of just like expect things, you know. I think that's also something that I noticed a lot as well from these some of these interviews that they expect things, but they don't. I don't think was that they will return anything, you know. And then I think that's wrong as well, where it's just one sided. And it sounds like was some of these people that were doing the interview were just using people. Not all of them, but just some of them, you know. But
yeah.
but it also shows different with the generations of like how like the OGs respond versus the newer or the younger generations.
I know.
So yeah, and the younger generations have more expectations, but the older generations they project to give out some word of advice or wisdom, also project how what happened, and they also try to like tell what happened, also project tell the manner how they were raised and everything. Also project try to like provide with some information about what to do, also what not to do, because they actually went through it. But project the newer generations, I think was it from the Asian was a view's perspective or Nobita's. Again, like they don't know what they're doing, and I hate to say it.
Exactly.
And that's very worrisome. And this is not just Japan, but I think this also applies to was it to like was it everywhere actually with different was it projection adults and also projection was it projection kids and also projection folks. Just saying, because I noticed a lot of projection was it my family as well when it comes to the newer generation, and they don't have the experience or things to back up, but they projection like was it they expect so much, but they don't know how to give was it from point A to point B. Furnace of fire right there. My bad.
No, that's alright. I'm trying to look at this servant real quick, like because in this game you could actually have companions fight. I'm trying to see what kind of damage she does. It's like it's just goofy stuff right now. I really hopped on Genshin that much really. I just like you might see me. That's probably game's probably AFK or probably like sleeping.
Hey, it's all understandable, man. Like, I'm trying my best to print pro content for all of us to print, watch, and enjoy. But if I'm not putting up some content, I want to just go to bed, also rest and sleep, and eat something good before purchase your stomach yells at you. That's why I tell people. Again, it was important things done because, like, the Genshin. Look, I just try to put on content so we could just like watch and also enjoy, and pretty much talk about some things that Rio and I are doing, and we're gonna see what y'all print responses are. But also pretty much we also pretty much just notify people like, hey, like something interesting is happening going on, you know, and we would like to proceed with what people's actual opinions are or actually what they think about certain things, because pretty much actually like things do happen in the world. Pretty much we do pretty much hear things left and right, and we question these things. Well, if it's actually good, good or pretty much or bad, but we also pretty much actually like trying to like let people pretty much come in and also share their opinion, but if they're gonna be rude sons of bitches, then we're gonna stop them, you know, because we're not gonna take that crap.
Oh yeah. Wow, the servants actually do fight. I'll probably have to send y'all a clip how it looks. But I mean, yeah, I already knew the companions fight, but I was trying to see how long they do it for. They'll do it until they kill the enemy. I'm trying to see like, what their ranges are, but I don't know. They're still, they still help though. I wish they actually allowed us to have companions in Genshin despite not like Furina, but you know, not Furina's skill. Until like you know, just you know, you can actually have like your own kind of servant and fight stuff. It does something.
Something better, and also Purge was much more flexible. That doesn't Purge just drain your HP and everything. That would be nice. Shit. And Purge was it that they could do a lot more. Just saying. Cause golly, like Purge, like Warriors could do so much more for the game of Purge. Actually, like we're just like getting the damn bare minimum right now. And that was that's also something that makes me fucking worried to the point where it's like, why would they Purge actually like was it freaking like cut so much content with them? They could Purge actually like someone OP to Purge actually like. How was it projection? Certain projection characters and whatnot came from point A to point B, and also projection like was it made the game not just more fun but also more interesting. Also projection would help people that can't purchase those goodies or even rewards or characters there. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. It's really sad.
Yeah, that's what gacha games are. And just business first before anything else, and then they're just gonna freaking was it do the best at projection, just like just drain and also suck up energy and resources coming up. And also, please be smart about what you're gonna spend and Genshin Impact. Don't do the foolish, and also be careful. What the actual hell?
Oh, my bad. I'm actually fighting this other boss. I've never seen this thing before. In Domain 9. I know I'm usually in Domain 9. Like, screwing around trying to see what he's doing. It's some flying boss trying to do its thing. He's shooting a lot of fire. The camera is just, whatever. So what the freak? Just panned to a different direction, too. Oh my god.
Let's see. What time is it?
It's like, I think it's like, oh my god, it's 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, daylight saving happened.
Yeah.
Stuff of the other day.
Yep. Pretty much right now it's actually 5 for me, so pretty much was like we gotta get at least like was an hour extension. Thank goodness, but pretty much was it. That means that pretty much was we gotta get more things done because when summer hits, the sun's gonna be here a little bit longer. I'm gonna be running around a lot more too. But also I'm gonna be busy pretty much. At least like was it pretty much actually a lot of things done. Speaking of, I'm gonna be working more longer hours coming up, so I'll try to pretty much put some streams in between if I can, but if I can't, sorry y'all, I'm gonna be passed out. Also was be catching and busting my Z's there, cause your boy gonna be sleeping as well like a baby.
No. What the freak? Wow, I thought you could just sit in the air and do that. Sort of feel like I'm cheating, but no.
It ain't cheating if it's a part of the game. Shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, was it like Mega Man also the fucking patch cards? Because Mega Man, I was actually busy. Was on Mega Man's was a Pinch Bound Network was a collection so much that I was actually like trying to at least make Mega Man a lot more powerful. But this what sucks is that Prince actually was a Capcom was fucking smart about this. Where actually they limit actually how many patch cards also Prince mods you could give Mega Man. And you gotta watch out for the positive also portrays you negative things, because if you don't, then Mega Man's gonna get bugged and get screwed over. I was so mad about that. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain. Golly. But yeah, more Mega Man will be coming up as well. I'll be playing this game next to World War Z. Along with my cousin if I can get them back again, because we're all busy, especially it's springtime. I'll be playing this game next to actually with them. True Evie also sang. I've been playing was it Call of Bully? If I can get actually freaking was it a PS5 coming also was it like more equipment, but Uncharted 4 campaign was crushing mode along with multiplayer and also what was it? Survivor. I'll be playing with also holding back Bayonetta, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Rebirth also integrate. Batman Knight, Batman Games due to copyrights of actually was a cutscenes that was a printer blocked along with some music. And also print was a trademarks and also print actually the title logos. I'll be playing was it also Resident Evil 4 along the remake if I can get my ass back up to it. Also print was a PS5 more equipment. Along print was it like the was it original Simon Ada, Mercenaries, also campaign, also print was it Resident Evil 7 and 8 for the third person mode, God of War 4, God of War 2018, Mega Man Battle Series Mother 6, along with Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, Ground Zero, and also MGO 3. I'll try to play with some more multiplayers coming up because it's summer, but we'll see because now I got put so much games I don't know what to was put up unless we're just gonna join us to just move on it. The no commentary is gonna be Evil Within 2 along the Mega, and also I'll be playing mixed commentary of Mega Man platform games such as Mega Man X, Zero, ZX, ZX Advent. I have the other Mega Man games except for Mega Man the Blue Bomber, so I can get that, the Legacy Collection, Mega Man 10 and 11. And I'm trying to finish was playing Neptunia in the future. Again, I gotta get like another console coming up to at least like switch in between. Little Nightmares SAO. Blech. Kingdom Hearts 3, Tales of Horizon, Abyss, and Void of Experience, also Prince Berzela coming up. And also was Nintendo PC games. If I can not play Nintendo PC games on YouTube, I'll play them on a different platforms. And when I'm trying to post it up on my community scandals and guidelines. Thank you very much, Wrio, for tuning in. Also, thanks for talking. Man, I just want to get that off my chest because right now it's just like anime, also pronunciation, the things that's going on is just stupid with stupid people, and then also the bullshit diversity and just making the game actually just dumb. You know, I hate to say it, but
yeah, it's all good. Nah, it's just like again, it's just a new generation of people trying to mess up things that made this series. It just anime as a whole, basically just anything with nerd culture, the otaku stuff, just anything that's related to like non-normie stuff. They're trying to just get rid of the good stuff, basically. That's all it is, and it is crazy. But
we're not gonna give up. We're not gonna give up on that stuff because that's where like majority of the stuff that we got Prince came from. We're gonna fall on to those, and also Prince like friendly said was to preserve those instead of actually the bone crap because. It like this generation's actually like majority of the people was approached like was it from the new generation. Not all of them are just fucking senses of hell. Was actually just something was it basic also projection just like was it like freaking was it enjoyable without them, you know? It's like what the hell they want to enjoy the can but they don't even fucking complain about every fucking damn thing, you know? Because it's like again like anime and games is just its own genre right there where people just try to say was something else and have an idea of what it is, and projection was to see from like the creator's perspective, you know. Instead of actually wasn't making wasn't bullshit projection, was a perk, like was it like some fucking bullshit games like was it just like a maniac just like slaughtering enemies left and right, then that's a problem there, shit. And we see some games like that, but when projection was some of our characterization could like was to do some of those, then they have a reason or something. But games actually just allows you just to freaking do them. That's just wrong. That's just psychopathic right there. Psychopathology. And then that's just gonna lead people to a dark road there. Shit.
yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh. But, oh my word. I just hope that the fucking English VAs do come back. If they don't, then oof. I hope just they have like, was it like another print was it like agency or something to purchase like was it get like that freaking was it jobs back to purchase like freaking was it put the voices out as well as projection, like make sure that the game actually runs well, and also projection like was it help Warriors and hopefully Warriors actually fucking listens and not projection just like freaking do their own damn thing, but also put some ideas here and there to projection like make their games better, and also projection like freaking ask more questions and respond as well, which would be nice. Cause golly, like they could do it, but I don't know what they're even doing right now. And I think pretty much also falls back to them just like Genshin was into like was it some stuff actually like the CCPs or something where pretty much, like they can't do everything. I think they're almost like a choco, which is even more freaking scary as well. It goes much deeper than that, but still though, like they own the rights to Genshin Impact, also Hawkeye Star and Hawkeye Impact, Zenzo Zero. They should be able to do something at least.
Man, I'm still freaking questioning about all that nonsense with the CCP stuff, because there's just no damn sense to have government on, government freaking trying to, be within games. It's just so stupid. Like, again, I always get mad about the whole thing. What happened? Like, again, I know it's off, but it's like, it's video games having, that much popularity now, and it's just like government's trying to get involved with it, and CCP coming in, and even that's just like dumb. Was like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm still mad about that fucking Fontaine shit, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like I learned how to bypass that shit, but it's like it's still ridiculous how you have to do all that bullshit. I'm still mad about it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Holy crap, balls of fire. I expect to stream Prince tonight as well. I'm gonna maybe Prince playing Mega Man. I'm done with Mega Man, but I don't know where it was a 6 Savvy spells. I'm just gonna get was that one post credit. I'm gonna Prince try to list it with play some more Team Pearl Man, and then Prince later on Prince play Team Colonel with the patch cards. Cybe's Gregor we play first and then I'll actually start new was it Cybe's Falzar and also with the patch cards there. But Cybe's was a Gregor also Pearl Man would not have patch cards but DLCs. And then Prince was a Team Colonel, so was a Cyber Spells that will have patch cards and also Prince issue items right there. And then you can see the difference there as well. Because I want to show people if they actually want to play the game actually originate, then they can. But if they want to Prince add the patch cards, that's up to them as well. But I'm going to start out with the no patch cards so that Prince is beatable. Show people like, hey, this is possible here. But Prince, you're going to do something. Going to have to was a Prince around certain things. And I'll tell you right now, man, Mega Man Prince Wizard Prince with the patch cards is fucking broken. It's stupid. Golly, man. Like, when I first Prince was a Star Master with the patch cards, I Prince became obsessed with Prince. At least I make Mega Man super fucking powerful and it's dumb. And I'll explain Prince like some of the abilities, because I'm telling you right now, some of the abilities, also the perks right there, are just retarded broken. I'm not kidding you, real. Like, Mega Man Prince Brown Nowhere is actually RPG like. But some of the with patch cards actually abilities that you get Mega Man, it's just like, why would this actually be a thing, man? It's like, it's so stupid but so fucking good. Gosh.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good freaking. I think I streamed. I also didn't stream Genshin today or yesterday. I streamed Clever. I just wanted to test out, see how it works. So I think like it does feel good to be able to stream other games besides just Genshin.
Hell yeah, it does. Holy shit, balls of fire. Like, I still want to play Call of Duty with you just to fuck around. Jeez, the new one's coming out. Just maybe like was it Prince Modern Warfare or some crap, and just do dumb crap. Because I still have my Black Ops and pretty much was my cousin. I just fuck around in it, and y'all know me or one like I like real. You watch me play fucking Call of Duty. I'm just going around fucking rocket launching everyone, man. I don't give a damn. If someone took my fucking way, I rocket launcher them. If they fucking was a Prince one come and beat me, I just beat them down. It's just stupid shit.
No, I understand. Me and my best friend, we were actually on our Xboxes today. We were playing like the original Black Ops. We didn't even go on multiplayer really. We were just testing dumb shit. Like there was some glitches that like some weird stuff we ran into. Like there's a map called Stadium. That's and for some reason like if you throw a care package where the stadium is, it's like the care package has a certain range that it drops before it actually lands. And basically it went past that limit, and what ended up happening was it hit an invisible barrier way above the ground, so you couldn't really like it was fucking weird. So because the care package landed right there, we decided to try to shoot in mortar teams and fucking rolling thunders to see if the bombs would land on that barrier, but that wasn't the case. We got ourselves blown up plenty of times trying to test this shit out. It was funny. It was really freaking funny.
That's the whole thing about stupid old games that like you just find some bullshit mechanic and that just makes you all just fucking laugh. That's what. I almost forgot something. Like that's what games are supposed to be. They're just supposed to be just dumb and also enjoyable. But we can't really have that anymore because of the fucking updates and everything. Golly.
He was showing me some hiding spots too. Because older games, you could actually hide in certain places. What he did was he was hiding behind certain things with Ghost Pro. Because when someone has Ghost Pro, you can't see their name above their heads. So whatever the case is, and of course they're not shown on infrared scopes, which is the thermal sight. You can't get detected by certain vehicles. The only thing that you can't hide from with Ghost Pro is the Blackbird, which that's the thing that reveals your characters, reveals you on the map no matter what. Like it's not the UAV where it scans. No, it's just it's the instant like you see their direction where they're pointing at and everything. It's it's almost like you can see your teammates except it's the enemies. That shit is fucking scary to get hit by. But basically he was showcasing like other things, other hiding spots. But then we also were doing some dumb tests like, okay, there's a garage door in this old one. I forgot on one of these old maps. What he did was what I told him was, okay, so let's say if you shoot me one time and I close the garage door on my head and I die, well, how will that look on the fucking final kill cam? just this dumb shit like that. And basically, I pressed the garage door. He shot me one time. Just it's not even like mad damage. He just shoots me with this pistol, this weak ass pistol, like boom, and then you get hit by it. It will count towards his kill, and we will end the game to see how it'll look. And basically, the camera is kind of like inside the fucking ground, but it looks goofy as fuck. So it just basically in slow motion of him shooting me. But it doesn't show his perspective. It just shows the ground. But you see my feet? You hear me get shot, and then the garage door, and then like, ugh, and it just dies so slow. It's just goofy shit.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I'm telling you, man, video games like that pretty much was in the past, where the fucking goal were pretty much like you just experiment, just like find like some bullshit print reason just to like fucking was just hide from the enemies, man, or just actually just like was it trying to say was it just glitch through the stage or some crap, fall down and die or some shit. It's just so ugly,
oh, yeah.
dude.
That's
oh
how games are.
Yeah.
I'll be missing those. Freaking, and then we were playing Halo 1. Now we're playing the mission where we had to I forgot his name. The freaking that Forge robot decided to we wanted to take the key to activate the Halo ring, and basically you were betrayed and whatever the case was, and we were freaking. I think we had super explosions on, and the flood. I don't know what the hell is with the flood in that game with them walking around with rocket launchers. But that was a bad time to be having super explosions on. Because, yeah, our explosions were super. Like, our explosions had mad explosive radius and everything. We could have ourselves a good old time. But some of the enemies, like, any form of explosions. So that means, like, needlers, if you shoot them enough and they explode. You got fucking enemies throwing grenades. And even the floods that explode. Like, any of that, we would die pretty fast. And we were playing on Heroic as well. We didn't play on Legendary, but we played on Legendary. We died, but...
Oh my god, that's funny as hell, dude.
It was crazy. And it took us a while, too. Especially when we had to deal with the wraiths at the end. Those 3 wraiths. And we had to deal with like other dumb shit. Because we had to grab these banshees to basically go back. But it was like we had invisible elites trying to shoot us. So, alright, we killed those guys easy. You got grunts throwing grenades sometimes. I was like, oh, Jesus. And it was the wraiths that was the problem. I was like, oh, my God. Like, and if you're far away, you try to shoot the wraiths and those are the alien things. If you try to shoot those damn things with the fucking rockets, it will make it seem like you're going to hit it, and then it'll just move out the way. I'm like, why are you moving? Stop moving! With your stupid ass explosion. Just sit still.
It's bullshit, dude. It's so bullshit sometimes. Because actually, in some fucking games, they have like some bullshit physics where you shoot a fucking rocket launcher and the fucking like the last minute it curves and hits at something else and just misses right there. It's so fucking frustrating.
I was getting mad at that. I was like, bro, this is getting annoying. They waiting and they know we're trying to hit them too, because they know if we get close to them, they're gonna blast us. But then there's other aliens in the way of that, so it's like, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. I don't know how I played that shit on Legendary as a kid and beat that shit, but I probably was doing something stupid, but I was probably spending a lot of time doing it, but it was so freaking ridiculous. And again, some of the flood enemies had fucking rocket launchers, so those were the first guys we were aiming at. Oh, he has a rocket launcher, kill him quick before he starts doing dumb stuff and shooting the rocket. They'll get a point blank hit on us. Like, come on.
It's also sometimes bullshit. Like some enemies actually had like some fucking ridiculous. Actually, was it project like reaction or project like was it? They know where you're at when you shoot them. Some shit. Just like it's like
yeah.
Oh, you know where we're at. Like they just turn it and they just shoot you and they kill you right there. It's just so dumb.
That happened when one of us was turning the corner, but I wasn't. But my friend was way up ahead of me while I was dealing with some other flood enemies with a shotgun, and all I heard was "Holy shit!" And then afterwards, I was like, "What happened?" And he got revived back. He said, "Oh, well," he said, "Well, be careful going in that room." And I was like, "Well," I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, like, oh, really? Like, okay, I'll be careful." And I had my shotgun out, and all I saw was a foot way across the freaking room. And he shot, and I saw him. He shot the rocket. I was, "Oh shit!" And I knew I was going to survive that because super explosions, and I just died instantly right away. He said, "See, we have to rush him because he's waiting for us to get inside that room."
Bastards, man, bastards.
Just waiting, like, okay, well, I don't know.
I hate it when enemies do that, man, because enemies actually would just be like, "Oh, we're just gonna wave wizard to you, just come in and we're just gonna blast you guys." It's so stupid that Wizard AI is actually sometimes actually just was be win one spot, but it's funny. It's funny as hell when enemies actually do that and they fucking kill their own homies afterwards. Like, are you fucking serious? Why couldn't they fucking do that from before? But they do that when we're there. It's like, come on now.
Yeah, that'd be funny. I don't be understanding because I just try to play however I can, but I don't know, just be some dumb shit. Shoot, I still remember when me and my friend was going across this big bridge, and it was like another bridge on the left side of us. We're on the right side. There's enemies on the left, and they're shooting at like elites as well. So we're like, okay, well, we're gonna let them fight each other. We ain't about to run in because someone's gonna throw a grenade and kill everyone over there, including us. So we were just waiting, and by the time the elites were dead, I said, all right, now let's attack them. And the thing is that we knew that there were enemies with rocket launchers. What we did not mean to do was we shot the guy with the little rocket launcher, and there are these big puffy flood guys that's there too. And what ended up happening was the big puffy flood guy, we blew him up. But the thing about that game is that they will be sent flying and they have to land to blow up. This guy landed, and we saw him about to land on us. And it wasn't like he was trying to do it on purpose. We blew up that entire area. And the guy was about to land, was on the side of us. We're like, oh, we gotta move. And we freaking moved oh my god, we knew we stood next to him. We were either it was gonna knock us off the bridge and we were dead, or we're just gonna blow up and die. But it was so freaking funny. It was funny as fuck when we were playing Halo 1.
Good games, man. Oh my word. So sad the Prince is like, we're never gonna get something foolish like that coming back up. I just hope the Prince was that we like real. I'm gonna be honest with you. Later on, but Prince we're gonna Prince preserve fucking game. We need Prince to make sure that we actually Prince just boot in there and get the rest of those perks out the way, and just take the spot.
I know. A lot of people have been saying something about gatekeeping games, and I'm just like, well, I'm starting to feel it, yeah, because I mean, I'm not trying to say kick people out and hate them. No, it's just more like we just don't need, like, the politics stuff. We don't need. Games is meant for everyone, but it's like not in that kind of way where it's like Halo is not meant for everyone. You can't make everyone play something like Halo. You can't add in ideas like that. You can't do that. Just can't do it.
Man, I think people right now also really Princess gotta understand the Princess it's just something just to enjoy and also Princess have fun and Princess not take too seriously. Like some people just take games actually like way too seriously. It's just like, come on now, we're just all just trying to say, let's just see what this is. But the moment it becomes competitive, it's like just calm down, lean back. Again, it's just a game. Like pretty much you're gonna make a life out of it. The Princess like go for it, but Princess like don't freaking like lose yourself over was the Princess and get butthurt like extremely easy. Now it's just like you just make yourself and the game actually look bad because you're involved in it. Shit, like Smash Bros. People. If I'm gonna we're gonna go down that route. Like that's why I don't was a Prince like tournaments anymore, because you hear things that was it for people that did some questionable things there. Golly.
Yeah, Smash. I don't know. I mean, I only played Super Smash Brothers because it was just fun. I could, you could be like Link from you could be Link from freaking Zelda. Pick up a Star Rock from Kirby and smack the shit out of Mario with it, for example. Like, it's just like that's why I played Super Smash Brothers. You could grab items for different games and smack the shit out of someone from another one. That shit's crazy. I was like, yo, this is crazy. What the freak? But nowadays, it's just all about competition, and you're not allowed to use items anymore. You got to use stocks, and oh well, we're gonna combo you
Restrictions and
with
also all
this.
that crap, and also
Yeah,
purchase like fucking. It's like a fucking cult, dude. A choke cult.
it is.
And also purchase like they just don't want you to purchase half point anymore.
Yeah,
Golly.
exactly. I think if I'm gonna play Smash, like cousins and everything, yeah, of course. I always would bring the controllers. We can play some Super Smash Bros. But it's just not in a way where it has to be fully blown sweaty competitions. Just like we just fucking around. I always put on items. I make sure the item rate is at high, so items will always be dropping. And it's just like we about to do some crazy shit. It's like the games have to be crazy and chaotic and fun, and there's gonna be at least around a 2 minute to 3 minute timer. Like I'm not like I just we want to have fun. You don't want to freaking sit here and do all that nonsense. We'll just sit on the edge of the freaking edge of the maps all the time. Sit there camping hard. Like wait a minute now. Like dang, bro. Like I mean, to some extent I can understand that, but it's like that hard though. Like okay, like sometimes I want to grab like a bomb and throw that shit at someone. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, a Pokeball and see what the fuck I get. Oh my god, I gotta move here. I think I got to shoot everything across. But the old people worry about is just wanting to be better than other people. It's like, damn, bro, calm down. Ain't that serious? You getting paid for it.
People, man. People.
Everything is it's gonna make everything a competition. That's why I play like stuff like Glover. I dare someone to come on stream and be like, what the freak? I could play better than you. I'm like, no, you usually getting kicked out.
Exactly.
Like, who knows? Even the Skya can have his own thing where it's goofy. Like Skya can't be. I might end up streaming that even more. It just depends on. Hopefully, the stream doesn't die, but I might stream that a little bit more tomorrow. But just like I want to play, a game to have fun. Shoot, freaking that Atelier game is looking deliciously good. They have a freaking artwork of Yumi over there. Freaking her leg, like she look like she doing like a it's the opposite of a fucking uppercut. But she's doing something with her leg. Like her legs is right mad high up, ready to take the shot at someone. That's what it looks like, basically. Like, god dang, like, I don't even care about that competition stuff. I was like, yeah, she looks cool as fuck.
Appreciate things we have, everyone, because the moment there's something good like that just go on, it's like pretty much was it. This world is becoming actually a gloomier place, and we don't need that. We don't need was the bridge. The world bridge was it be in misery. There's enough of a bridge going on already. That was a fire. But yeah, I'm gonna go to have a better Rio and everyone. I'm tired. Oh, Real Prince came back again.
No, I'm sorry. I know. You're about to end the stream. I freaking meant to close out of something else. And I accidentally closed YouTube. It's alright. But basically, yeah, I heard you. Just good stuff like that. We can't. People just can't take advantage of stuff anymore. We have to. We have to
protect it. We have to protect it now.
Yeah. I know.
If it comes down to that, then we'll do what we can, and also actually improve. Also, we'll talk about these things. Golly.
Yeah. I am upset. I'm upset that. I'm really upset that anime is popular. Like, not it. Oh. Sorry.
Good.
Is that a Mia statue? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. No way. Oh, damn, that thing looks good. I mean, I guess she might be better than Ryza. I don't know. Oh, God.
Rio's appreciate French Ashy. What was it, French Ashy? I'll tell you. Oh my word. Thanks, Rio, for tuning in, everyone. Also, pretty much was it. Thanks for actually watching me. Also, pretty much was Real Grind. Also, was a yap about this crap. If we can, pretty much was it. I'll try Prince collab with Rio again in the near future if I get my equipment coming up. Excuse me, and also pretty much I'm gonna put some more Prince content streams if I can. I do want to go back and play a bit more Resident Evil, also again like Mega Man, and also Uncharted, but we'll see. Right now, like I'm pretty much playing, also trying to finish was Uncharted on crushing mode. That is horrendous. Holy crap! Because enemies could just tell where you're at. And then was it Resident Evil? I don't like was it being chased, but you gotta shoot them down. But I might pretty much go back and also finish play some more Mega Man, because pretty much I want to finish was a Proto Man, and pretty much actually like was to see what's gonna happen coming up next, and then we'll pretty much actually was just get some things out the way also done. If I don't come back in one, it means I'm sleeping. I'm trying to get things done. Pretty much actually also we're busy, and pretty much was it trying to say was it improve and grow, and also pretty much help people as well. But I'll try to expand pretty much was it some more pretty much videos also perks when I can. But it's gonna be most likely be Genshin. But if I don't stream Genshin or I'm taking a break, just don't worry. I'll try and put up some content when I can, because my life is getting hectic right now. Like really hectic to a point where I gotta prioritize that, not just myself but my family, and also pretty much actually like things right now. I'll try to pretty much was like find a way to pretty much was like freaking was to put up some more content if I can. But I gotta pretty much gonna remove like lots of videos coming up too from my PS4. And the Prince kind of was a store somewhere else. And again, like I said, I need more equipment coming up, so we'll see. Again, thank you again, Rio, for tuning in. Thanks everyone for actually for coming in, also watching me was a Prince actually like just get some things out the way, also beat some bosses, and also Prince just pretty much prep for the was it Prince actually for the pose. I will pull for next week for Furina. Then I'm gonna try to get Raiju, and then I'm gonna try to get Raichu's weapon, keyword try, and save it for Versa. And I'm going to try to do Spiral Biz coming up. But if I cannot do that, then pretty much it is what it is. I'm not worried about pretty much about the Spiral Biz, because it's booty. But I'll try I'm going to be doing was in Magic Theater pretty much. I think next banner coming up for Versa, and pretty much was it work for the next Battle Pass. But again, I'm doing my best. If I can't, then pretty much I should try to say suffer a little bit more to projection was to tell you what's going on, because I am just bombarded actually with not just a lot of jobs or pretty things but responsibilities right now, where I gotta freaking get out the way, and I'm also studying, so yeah, so please understand I got a life outside of streaming. Thanks for hearing me rambling, everyone. I'll see you guys actually later. Thanks for reaching to the end of part 13 was the 14th. Thanks for you as well, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Genshin Impact content streams and videos and games. Night everyone, it's early right now.
Definitely. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye bye.